When last we left off, you guys had a pleasant time. Just like last session. Just had a pleasant time.
I
Got
know,
around,
baffling, isn't it?
looked into things. You learned more about how to survive the Eldritch, essentially. Popped around the family and ran some quick errands and picked up a few fun toys, some little magical items, and Kellin decided, you know what, as opposed to burning off an Eldritch thing, I'm just going to shoot myself up with some fucking goo. And so he did, and now he literally sees through all clothing when it is worn, ever. Ever, ever, ever.
Shoot
The
your
only
goo,
things
my
he can't
dude.
see through are living. He can even see through magical armor. He can see through all clothing, just not living things. So if you read yourself in Leaves, pull a little Adam and Eve and just get a nice little leaf pasty across your fun bits and your nips.
The leaves still have to be alive, though, don't they? Or
Yeah, just ask a druid for pasties. You guys are going by a grove.
I'm just gonna ask a druid for pasties. It's fine. I'm sure they won't do anything to him. Especially since it's like Ceri's grove. Totally nothing bad will happen from getting them.
Yeah, you're gonna have to give Kellin some like living sunglasses.
Living sunglasses.
Living glass, you say?
Yeah, it needs to be literally alive though. So you need sentient glasses, which is pretty fucked up. Yeah, if Kellin had never told anyone, that would have been the most amazingly fucked up shit. Just Kellen's more boners than usual, but everyone's totally okay about it. Like, all right, cool. I guess he's just in a mood at the moment. He's just got into mouse rut. I didn't know they had mouse rut, but hey, what do you know? He's in mouse rut.
Look, there's not a lot known about squeaklings, really. They're kind of like...
maybe they go into an eternal rut when they hit 20. It wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprising considering their mother father.
Exactly.
Well, if you think about it, he would be desensitized over time.
He would. It might ruin nudity for you because also, like, there is definitely a delightful aesthetic about underwear. Like, in a lot of occasions, underwear sexier than just naked. Kellin can never again enjoy that unless for some reason your panties are sentient, and then you've basically made sure that every twosome is a menage a trois. It's true. Elloe is wearing a living bra. It's the bra that squirms and runs, so she's fine. Her nip nops are hidden.
The person who cares the least.
I know, right? And Madilyn is able to hide herself with tentacles, thankfully.
It's probably a lot easier to control them this way.
Yeah, they definitely do want to stay nestled around your fun zone.
It's a very you're gonna learn to control them very well this way.
They're gonna have to make sure that butthole is really well hidden. Big air quotes.
I think that this is just something.
Look,
they can't see your asshole if there's a tentacle in it.
They're very good at it. Okay, they've had a lot of practice.
They have. They really have. I'll protect you from the darkness. So, on top of those fun little mishaps, what else occurred? I think that is basically it. I say you ran some little errands here and there. You stopped by and saw all your relatives, including it seems that it is possible that Queen Astrid and her seneschal are, well, friends with benefits, so to speak.
Oh, we forgot we left out that Kellin may have to make a deal with like some other power for his soul.
Oh, that's right. Yes, you spent a while trying to figure that shit out.
Yeah, how do you feel about a big Cid taking your soul?
What?
A fairy. How do you feel about a fairy taking?
Oh,
your
a
soul?
she.
A she,
Yeah,
not
she,
a Cid. Big Cid. Big Cid loves soul.
I was really thinking, like,
Cid,
do we know like
Cid
some
wears an oily apron? And...
It is
yeah, exactly.
spelled funny, but that's just a virtue of the language.
Alright, gonna make a tentacle monster named Big Sid now.
Big Sid.
Fucking Big Sid in Eldritch Prison.
Well, we figured
And now
out.
I'm just,
Does he want to
to
make an airship?
yeah, I just imagine a
course he
fat
does.
Sid from 14.
Let's just see what happens. If I just Google image search Sid, what do I get?
You're gonna get a Final Fantasy character. I'm telling you that now.
I do not. I get
No?
some fucking TV show.
Really?
It's true.
Huh.
Oh, is it because it's Bollywood?
An
It's
Indian
Best of
TV
Seat Criminal
series.
Investigation Department. Okay.
Okay.
It's an acronym.
Yeah, yeah. Criminal
The
Investigation,
first
that's a TV
unrelated
that's a
thing that
Bollywood-
comes up.
That's a Bollywood TV show.
The first thing unrelated to that comes up, however, is in fact Sid Sophia from 15.
Yeah. Then again, also, I don't think you want this guy responsible for your soul.
That's not what I'm getting on my Sid shit. I'm getting nothing but this Bollywood shit. And then the next one is the U.S. Army Criminal Investigation Committee. And then
the
I
Sid.
have to go onto the next page. There's Sid.
Yeah. Yeah.
God, I never even considered. Why did I never consider that Bollywood would also make TV shows and not just ridiculous movies?
Yeah, I know,
Because
right?
It's Bollywood. You expect them to have just ridiculous movies.
How did that not occur to me that they'd also make? How wild is their TV?
Because you don't have
Oh,
a mom who just
it's-
sits there consuming Bollywood shit forever.
Let me just correct you that they have their TV soap drama bullshit right there exceeds anything that the Western Hemisphere can actually produce.
So you mean it might actually
At
be
all.
interesting?
No, it's fucked up, it's weird, it's fucking drama, it's, you know, the fucking Maria Porque, the other Mexican bullshit, the South American bullshit, and then, you know, the American
She
bullshit drama.
tops all of that as well.
Yes.
So it might be
And what's
interesting.
fun is that
Don't
nearly every time, like, the charming main character is, like, a portly 40-something Indian man. It's quite funny.
Huh.
I can't think of Bollywood without thinking of the Giles
Wait, does that say
Steamboat
episode?
everything Bollywood
this-
thing.
That says episode 1405.
Yes.
Yes.
It isn't like season 14, episode 5. That is episode 1405, by the way.
Hence the 19 years under CID.
Yeah, no, they are insane. Sorry, that was so deeply off track, but now I
Anyway.
have to. Now
Anyway,
I'm thinking
yeah.
about the monster
For fun,
Big Sid.
We
I-
figured out for Kellin. We figured out that he could 1v1 the Tony in,
And then banish himself.
and then banish
Yeah, he
himself
banished
to the
himself.
mortal realm.
That's such a cheatsy doodle. I love it.
I
Or
love it.
1 second, Doom Eternal intensifies.
or make a deal with some higher power for his soul that would supersede Tony.
Yeah, you can like a
Something-
like a fae,
Make
or
a bargain with something stronger than her.
you can make a deal with the Raven Queen.
We haven't
Like-
figured out anything other than those two things yet. We're still looking into it.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there with poor Kellen's soul. But hey, that is basically all the things you did. Right now, you're in the home of Queen Astrid. You are holding some eldritch artifacts that will hopefully absorb and decay under the effects of, admittedly, yeah, decaying is unfortunate, but they will eat up the effects of eldritch
We are-
radiation, for want of a better phrase, for a little while.
No, I meant we're back in there. I thought we was on our way
We
back
haven't
campaign.
left there.
You haven't left Town Goddamn.
The
Yeah,
whole
but-
hiding behind shield and everything then.
Oh, that's true. I guess you did travel
Right.
for like a day, so you guys like out here.
Oh yeah, because me and Kellin took the TS in the middle of the camp at night.
Yeah, you took the TF2. You didn't get see-through clothing powers. What'd you get?
I got a living shadow, independent shadow.
That's right. And right now it is currently just the honking Shadow Madilyn.
And wouldn't you?
Yeah, of course.
Very
That
appropriate.
shadow is thicker than a snicker.
Nod, nod. My shadow has good taste.
He gives you a thumbs up.
I give it a thumbs up back.
Do you tell anybody about the living shadow, or are you just gonna wait till it pranks us out of curiosity?
Nah, don't worry about it.
I forgot the other Eldritch thing I got from my mom, so I would eat that instead of the prop.
What?
I need to look.
Yeah, you also got an Eldritch thing from your mother.
Yeah, I forgot what it was. I'm just gonna watch the end of next session.
Shit, I don't remember what I gave you.
No.
Oh, it was the bodysuit.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Right.
right.
So it takes on the
Yes,
properties.
bodysuit. That's why I didn't write it down. I don't have the. Okay, hang on.
A
takes
pale
the-
bodysuit that might be flesh with the ability to absorb inanimate properties, and currently it has, of monster flesh even. And what fucking properties does it have on it right now? Oh yeah, ironwood.
What?
So it is hard as iron and photosynthesizers.
Gross bodysuit, I remember.
Yeah.
Gross. Bodysuits are great.
It's a glove for your body.
Well,
Look what
if you
it
don't want it,
do to your dick, Elloe.
well, if you don't want it to weigh anything, just have it touch Madilyn's armor.
Mithril?
Madilyn's armor is mithril, so
No, I'm not wearing it. It's just. It's just going to be on my person when we go into the thing.
It's tied around your waist like a hoodie jacket.
Right now, it's just stored in the back.
This
Fair
here is my flesh hoodie.
Is that just the name of your foreskin?
What foreskin? I outgrew that years ago.
that sounds like a medical condition.
It was, yes, very painful. But hey, the price you pay for thick dick. Let's see.
Well, at
here.
least you know
Wait,
that's the fucking
isn't that
coke
actually
can.
something that happened to you? I vaguely
Yes.
recall it. Right.
Yes, it is, yes. When I was young, I outgrew it, and so I had to go bye-bye. Which is pretty horrific as a child memory because it is something that they do not put you under for.
Oh.
Ah.
They anesthetize you completely. And you don't look. For God's sake, you don't look. But it's still very much not a cool thing to remember.
Did they not put you under for that?
I mean,
Oh,
I
wait,
guess
did
why
they
would
do-
they?
They don't, because they don't
They-
need to. Because they can just anesthetize you so you don't feel anything. But it's still pretty horrifying when you're a child. It's usually done on adults.
Here, have this scarring memory, child.
I mean,
Did
that's
they do
childhood in a nutshell, though.
Yeah.
cold or acid or cut?
I don't want to talk about that. It was a cut. But anyway.
Let's move on from that.
It was nice. Okay.
We're very sorry, stream, for this turn of events.
4
Oh, no,
hours
okay.
of bath.
4 hours
I'm
of
just
my dick.
interested in this.
Oh,
I'm just
yeah.
interested in this from the fucking aspect of pain, so I can put it on my list.
So anyway, let's get to the Grove of Dreams, right? Yeah.
Sure. Sweet dreams are made of this.
Let's move on from this.
We're
dreams
gonna
of
we're gonna go find
circumcised
some nice
dicks.
hardwood here.
Yep.
Let's go
Yep. Okay, so you pass through you pass through crossing,
We crossed the
which is
crossing.
as ever crossing, which is nice. There are a number of different traders here, lots of travel foodstuffs. You can also see that there are a couple caravans that you don't recognize that appear to have like set themselves up on the large section of bridge, which has been long since restored since the great Drake attack so many years ago that some of your family members were involved in.
Oh,
And these caravans and
Caravans?
wagons appear to be made up of like solid brown-green wood with thick wheels covered in like heavy metal spokes, if anything. Spoke spikes. You can see like studded wheels, effectively, that they have wrapped hide around to soften them while they're traveling on like stone bridges and stuff. It looks like they are made for traversing through, well, like undergrowth, thick mud, that kind of thing, like
So,
grind along a way.
So this is like a type of wood that we never see here in the north, right?
Correct. You've only recently been able to see it because of trade coming from the southern jungles, and that would appear to be the origin of this set of caravans.
But do they have
Huh.
any dude horse?
They do not have Doot Horse, but the Doot Horse do not usually pull caravans unless you're a strange magical weirdo. They do have horses, quite impressive looking ones with this like mottled patterning, like rusty red-orange fur, and like black patches and splotches all over them.
If they're set up, like, might as well take a look at what they're selling.
Yeah. Not only that, they are jungle folk. So can I get a D4 from Athia, Kellin, and Ceridwen? Just go across the list of randoms.
D4. Okay.
Yep.
I have a
okay.
3.
One.
Every
and Kellin.
time Skull says caravan, my ears just perk up.
Yep. Pets.
What? What? Oh,
Oh my god, give me a
Pay
D4.
attention.
sorry.
Say his name 3 times. Alright. So, there are 2 elven figures that, for a moment, some of you might mistake them for werehawks just for the sake of the fact that they appear to be wearing lots of feathers on them, but they are undeniably feather-based garb, bright, colourful plumage, with some, like, tight weave shawls around them. You can see they are quite bundled up against the chill, and, surprisingly enough, a lizard folk.
Ooh.
You can see this towering figure about 7.5 foot tall. They have like tough blue-black scales, a sharp snout full of teeth, and some rather tribal-looking gear. Although you can see that the like bones woven into a leather jerkin are also dotted with scales of actual metal, and there is a very wicked-looking spear resting on his back. Regardless, he is leant over a stew pot, and like there is a fire spit next to it, roasting away some meat merrily.
Neat.
Meat! He is a huge individual, and you can see that there are like some excited kids just sort of like scampering away from them.
Very intriguing. Never seen
That
one
is
of
a
the...
good question, Ceridwen
seen-
Jr.
Never seen one.
Professional flash test, you don't know.
Only the flattest of chests. I would like to see if this caravan has any exotic spices I can buy. I'm always looking for fancy things to put in my cooking.
Sure, I mean the lizard folk is literally cooking, so you can wander on over to him, I suppose.
Yes.
Otherwise, there appear to be 2 elven vendors with this deep, luscious tanned skin, like quite sharp features, slightly tougher looking shoulders than the often like lithe, big boobed elves that you are used to up here in the cold, cold north. Because, well, cold and hard, titty, soft and warm. Yeah, these like tanned, muscular elves are just sort of looking over the lot of you, and one of them has a stall set up that's been pulled out the side of his caravan and put together. You know, they sell bats, though, and they've been told they are not allowed to eat them here.
Wow.
Wow.
No, that's the foxes. That's from that area, remember?
Yeah. Oh, no, they're also a
Thanks,
trading
Father.
island. It just passes like just nightmares. Luckily,
Yeah, I know.
restoration's a thing over there. They can actually cure stupid.
Yeah.
So, Anyway, so what are they selling?
Yeah, okay. One of them appears to be a boa and is selling like these beautiful, beautiful bows. Like, obviously, great carving artistry has gone into them. You can see it. They have been bound, like, braced with metal as well, string and feather, with a bunch of exotic-looking quivers of arrows with different types of feathering on the back. You can't see the actual tips of the arrows, but there are little sign cards that have been, like slapped onto and stuck to each of these quivers. It would appear that they are different types of arrow as well. The lizard folk does in fact operate like lots of foods. He has a number of selections of like preservatives, cooking spices. He has jars of preserved chilies and peppers, and also strips of fancy looking jerky. It appears to be this pale pink color, but he assures you that it is, properly preserved. It's not just some raw meat. And lastly, Elloe, roll me a d4.
Yay! Give me your spicy jungle meats.
Yeah, that guy had spicy jungle meats is what the third seller has. The third seller would appear to be selling like exotic leathers and furs.
Ooh, I'm wondering if if they have any spare maps of the jungles.
Maps of the jungle. Yeah, give me a cartography roll.
Ooh.
Because one of them will wave you inside, charge you a gold, and tell you can copy their travel map.
It's not my best, but it'll do.
Yeah, you don't have all day to sit there copying it, so with a 16 you can at least get the general gist of the shape of it.
Wonderful.
I don't have a map built for the central jungles yet, admittedly, but it is like a wide shape, and you can see that there is a gap in the middle that they will indicate is a like mountain and tree range that no one really climbs. It is serious mountains, not just like the rocky ones that you've got here on a lot of the borders, but your Everests, your climbing mountains, so to speak.
Oh wow!
There are dens of like Aztecian style pyramids. You can see there's a lot of lizardmen settlements, and just tons of like jungle elven settlements. It's very much dotted with like thick, quite hard to navigate places with very hard carved out paths in them that they've had to obviously like literally uproot trees to get passage going through them. Lots of lakes and water and all that stuff. And you get a general gist of the shape of the place at the very least.
Nice. I'm also interested in what kind of arrows they got too.
Sure.
Done copying the map.
Yeah, okay. They have some hooked arrows. When a target is struck with them, it requires a medicine check to actually remove them. Every round you with an arrow left in you, you take bleeding damage.
Ooh.
But they are mundane, not magic. So even if you shoot a magic arrow at them, then suddenly the bleeding afterwards quite mundane.
Mm-hmm.
So shoot it with a magic bow, the arrow doesn't just stay magic. Like effectively in this, if you use a magic bow and you shoot an arrow at something, it counts as dealing magic damage. Not if the arrow just left in them though. It's very much quite suddenly mundane. There's no,
Yeah, so my poison bow will only be the arrows will only be poisoned for the brief moment it hits them.
Yeah, essentially.
But they'll be mundane as soon as they're lodged in there. Okay, cool.
Unless you use fancy ones, it's why like cold iron heads and stuff still exist. There are silver-bladed arrows, and you can also see that there are some magic arrows. They would appear to have little ampules in them near the metal heads that have been like covered in what would appear to be thin glass that they will tell you is obsidian, which you guys are pretty familiar with obsidian.
Yep.
Inside of those ampules would be a splash. Just how they describe it, at least. There are, I believe... roll me a d6, Kina. Okay, these are thunder ampules.
Ooh.
So when the glass breaks inside someone, because they're based in these metal heads, they take rupturous thunder damage.
I got a lot of money. I'm gonna buy a quiver of each one of their stuff. I think.
Sure. Okay then.
Because I like fancy arrows.
Okay, let's see here. Ceridwen, you want random knick-knack?
Okay, so how much gold should I be spending on this?
I need to check the prices.
All right.
If anyone can look up like magic error costs, that'd be appreciated. Yeah. Okay. Oh wait, exotic meats. Yes, they got exotic meats for days. Thick strips of like jungle jerky, so to speak. Think fuck, what is that Caribbean sauce called?
Are you talking like
Which
what they put
one?
on jerk chicken? There's a
Yeah.
lot of Caribbean spices.
Yeah, specifically the kind they would put on jerky.
Jerk chicken or jerky? There's a difference.
It'd be probably beef jerky. So it's, like lime and sugar and spice.
That's like, according to the internet, it's not like a name. They just put like Worcestershire, Prague powder, paprika, cinnamon.
Oh, it's just called Jamaican jerk sauce. Fair enough. Which is really dirty. Weird. So yes, they have some Jamaican jerk sauce meats, which you can smell. There's like this sweet, citrusy, sugary spiciness to all of them that's rich in your nose. Okay. Let us see here. The food they've got cooking currently, like in the stew pot and over the fire spit, is just food they've bought while they're here traveling, because they don't want to use up their own like fancy "we can sell this for more money" stock when they could just like eat mutton and stuff. That said, though, when you come over to the Lizardman, he's happy to like cut off a haunch and share if you are paying customers, and then they see Kellin fork over fistfuls of gold to copy maps and buy arrows. Things like, yeah, come over, have some food.
It's the money retards. Hooray.
Yeah, they're like, adventurers. Yeah, no, we're familiar with you.
We know your kind.
Yeah.
We know your people.
Safik knows your kind well. Please, take a place by the fire. I'm just cooking a delicious meal.
The lizard has food. If you has coin.
That is right. Safik is not Khajiit, though. That's racist. Khajiit live in desert. Safik, proud jungle lizard.
Yep. Out of character, they got Rakshasa, though, which are much worse.
Yeah, Rakshasa. Evil Khajiit.
Khajiit.
Yes,
But
would you like some of Safik's fine cooking?
Please.
Yeah, he will start cutting off chunks of meat, which he folds into bread and sprinkles a little bit of seasoning onto. You can again smell like sugar and lime and spice. And he will like hand out these essentially sandwich pouches to everyone who comes and joins him at the fire.
Oh. Hopefully it's just... Well, Maddie will at least try it and oh. Needs more spice.
Needs more spice. Ah, you have a numb tongue. Did you bite death peppers as a child?
No, I sort of blew myself up and almost died.
Ah, that's unfortunate, but also probably less painful than death pepper. 1 second. He'll get up from the
Is
fire.
he going to go get the death peppers?
Yes.
You can try it.
He will go into his caravan and then come back out. You can see that he has a jar that's like not just sealed, but it looks like it's got a wax seal that he has, set a fresh one on every time he's had to open this jar up. At which point he pulls out what appears to be like a stick of glass. He opens the jar up away from his face, dips the stick of glass into the oil, and then will very slowly trail it across the inside of your sandwich, Maddie.
Yep.
Before wiping the glass clean and tightly resealing this jar. And yeah, you can take a bite. Give me a Constitution save. You have advantage. This motherfucker's spicy.
Hey, this is actually really hot and nice. Yum 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 yum.
Yeah.
Yum.
As you say it, of course, though, you can feel like, oh, it's so delicious and tasty, and the lizard man is watching you, and you can see that like it's tough to call his body language exactly, but he's cringing a little bit. And when you look up from your sandwich, your eyes are watering and your sinuses are like wide open.
Is she going to regret this later?
Yes. Savin did not expect fast-eating small mouse creature.
She gets very excited when she can actually taste something.
You can experience spice twice, once going in and once coming out, and that's going to be experienced twice there.
No, I'm afraid Sapphic spices burn 3 times. Once in mouth, once in tummy, and once on way out.
Oh,
I am our group's doctor. What would you recommend for?
Funeral. No, I joke. Hydration later. And he will flash you a grin that, obviously, it's a lizard man grin, so it's sharp teeth all the way to the fucking back of his face.
I see. I understand. While I am not in the market
to see small mouse consume spicy food.
I did not hear what you said there, Skull.
It amuses Sapphic to see small mouse eat spicy food.
Well, it's tasty, so of course I'm eating it.
This is delightful. How do the rest of you cope with your sandwiches?
It's quite nice. That's a flavor I've never experienced before.
Yes, Sapphic is a proud cook, and he'll slap his chest firmly. Kellin, are you about to try the spice?
Yes.
All right, he'll do you a glass wanded trail of this spice across your food, and it's a potent smoky flavor. It's definitely improved by the citrus and sugary flavors of the current seasoning he'd already put on it, and it's definitely biting your tongue as you consume it. Once it settles in your stomach. And again, the same for Maddie, because although her taste senses are fucked, she sure can feel spice, and she probably feels it more acutely. There's a slight heartburn sensation just rolling over in your stomach.
Oh, it burns good.
Yes.
Let's see.
What about you, a large dog puppy girl? And
Carrie's not even
even
there. She's
pushier.
fucking buying knickknacks.
you're buying knickknacks. You're skipping
fur.
food time?
Yes, food time must take a backseat to wife time.
Oh, that's fair enough.
Fair enough.
yeah, it's very fair enough. Like, you gotta find exotic fur as well.
Okay.
I'm sure she'll be
yeah.
there in a moment.
Yeah, he'll sell little pouches of seasoning. It looks like it will do like 7 meals effectively for a silver.
I will give him. How much can you prepare a small jar or vial of whatever of that pepper oil.
Yes, Athic can prepare a small amount. We will have to leave stem of at least one of them in oil. Make sure it stays strong.
All right. I will pull a pearl out of a pouch. Would this do?
He will accept the pearl, hold it up, and squeeze it gently between his quite tough-looking fingers. And when he feels it dent without, push an indent into his finger without cracking the pearl itself, he'll nod. This should be fine. And he will go and get you a small jar prepared of death chili.
Excellent. I will write down jungle spices and death chilies
Nice.
on my ingredient.
Yeah. Okay.
I had hot curry for dinner and I added chili oil.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Nice.
literally what the mice are doing. They've just consumed something that Sathik Lizard Man assures you burns 3 times.
I'm gonna have a couple of patients later.
That me
Well,
now.
if you think about it, we could make mace out of it like we did last time. Remember the fucking pepper bomb?
Oh, God.
This is true. You could mace
mean-
a fucker with death pepper.
That was the worst idea, though. It fucked us harder than now.
It did
Hey,
fuck
You
you. did fuck you
know, you could probably
Hey,
poison some arrowheads with the.
And just inflict
Oh.
pain.
Why would you
That'd be
do that?
fucking
It is a waste of good arrows and good pepper oil. If you want deadly arrows, ones that explode inside body, much scarier. Small mouse over here bought some. Yeah. All right. So, exotic furs and leathers. You can see that there are some, for all intents and purposes, like long duster type coats. They have been padded and cut in the middle, so they just hang over the shoulders, and they have a tie that will go around the waist. But they assure you it's mostly a fashion and extra pockets accessory that you throw on over your armor. It is similar to a backpack in that while wearing it, it gives you more encumbrance. You can just carry shit in these dusters, which is quite nice. And at the same time, there are some lovely exotic furs. You can see that there are some scarves and stoles that have been very popular, they will say, because you're in the cold fucking north. They're we had
Oh,
a
yeah,
bunch
scarves.
of lovely fur scarves and stuff.
Does he have any sort of blankets or something like that?
The elf will smile and nod. He'll indicate that they have these finely woven blankets, although he'll insist that they're rather on the thin side. In the jungle, they don't go for very, very super hot blankets, but they are nice. Leave them draped on you while you're in the sofa. Blankets. See, they are bright and colorful, and they smell nice, which is quite important.
Nice, nice. I will find the softest blanket I can and get that.
Sure. He is happy to sell you these. And, he's a large, handsome elf. He'll probably flirt with the both of you.
I'll politely brush that off.
Yeah. I'll do similar and flash my wedding ring just a tiny bit.
He'll tilt his head curiously. Sorry, I do not know the meaning of your fancy ring. Is that ownership?
Yeah, that's
similarly,
definitely ownership.
in a
Just
way,
say
it's,
yeah. Just nod.
It's
I'll look
a
between
mark
two of you.
that I have a wife.
Ah, life partners.
Yes. Is that
Very
not a thing in the
adorable.
jungle?
Not a formal ceremony for it, no. But there are people, of course, who partner for life and will exchange gifts to represent it. Often tattoos, as opposed to. And then he'll pause and look you over. Never mind.
Well, hold on now. Like, unless you can see through my clothes, none of my tattoos are visible.
None of them are visible?
Pretty sure none of them are visible underneath, like, my armor.
Oh, I thought you had, like, thigh highs.
Yeah, I've seen the pics of her fully clothed. There's barely any skin showing.
I'm very conservative when it comes to actually being out in public with armor.
Oh, I thought you had bare thighs. Fair enough.
No?
Okay, no. Yeah, no. Then he will explain. Often enough, there are matching tattoos are applied instead of wearing jewelry, but jewelry is done sometimes. This is generally how it goes.
Not very interesting.
I can
Still
say,
not.
believe me, she's got tattoos covered.
He lifts his arm and shows you, like, the underside of his right forearm is lined with this, like, intricate-looking knotwork of tattoos. They're very popular. Tattoos here tell stories. Most of us, you'll find, have some measure of marking. Lizard men and women, on the other hand, tend to wear their stories, capes and clothes.
I'd imagine tattooing is... let's see. The lizard man, like, had skills and everything, right?
Yeah, he's like full, like Warhammer lizard man.
Yeah. I imagine tattooing doesn't really take well to scales.
This is correct. They do paint them to tell stories, usually on shaman, but the paint will, of course, it's paint, it washes off. They wear their stories as kilts and scarves and capes. He will, in fact, pull out a blank scarf that has nothing on it and, like, what would appear to be a, like, sewing set of these quite thick strips of, like, very coloured string. You write your stories with this. You put them into the scarves.
Very intriguing.
I'll take it.
Oh, of course.
In fact, do you have another one of those blank scarves?
Yes, that shouldn't be a problem at all. We also have kilts as well. He will go back and fetch 2 of these long scarves. You can see that they like fold neatly, like widthways, so you can have it at half width, and then you can undo some ties on it, and then it will become a wider scarf, so to speak, so you can record more stories. Some people keep their stories on the inside.
Understandable. Yeah, I'll take these in a couple of kilts.
Okay then. Yeah. Do you want blank kilts or do you want actual, like, colourful, showy ones?
I think I'll get colorful kilts and then blank scarves.
Sure thing. He'll charge you probably like 6 silver for the lot, and he'll also throw in a bundle of like sewing string, so you can put a story in it.
Alright. Excellent. Thank you very much. My wives will definitely love these.
I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah. Now I shall go and munch the meats.
Yeah, do you try the spicy death pepper?
Fuck no, I'm not stupid.
Yeah, no dead
Excellent.
peppers for me. Fuck that noise.
You are, however, treated to like this delicious lime and sugar seasoning that's been applied to the meats. It's citrusy and sweet, and probably quite an alien taste to you, what with limes not being a thing.
What the fuck is this?
Mm.
Or, brown sugar, now that I think about it.
I've
Yeah,
tasted
that's
this
Gary's
flavor
speed.
before.
Yeah, he will show you, Sathik will show you, like, some sliced limes that are inside a jar with some salt, and he will also show you what appears to be just a large jar of brown sugar.
Does he put the lime into coconut and shake it all up?
You do have coconut too.
Oh, can I buy one?
Sure. Charge you, a copper for a coconut.
Oh, sure, just give him a silver because just make it easier. So, yeah.
He'll shrug and give you 2 coconut. Clunk.
Hey. Just looks at the whole coconuts, right?
Yeah, they're whole coconuts. They've already had like the green flesh taken off, so it's just the dried, like classic coconut.
Brown hairy
Just by
thing.
Brown hairy thing. He'll cringe, and yeah, I mean you can. You've got the fucking strongest teeth ever, and Sapphic will in fact pause and look impressed, like, you eat like my wife. And he'll flash his own incredibly sharp, strong teeth.
Yeah, she's still wearing her gloves, so just taps the teeth. Things don't really break for anything, so just munches coconut. Ooh.
You are lucky you have abnormal teeth. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure that would have broken them.
I haven't seen a plant like that. What is it?
This is a coconut. The inside contains a delicious liquid and also a flesh of a coconut. We very much form. Sapphic likes to make oil from this. Very good for cooking. We line it on the inside of pots as well. They flavor everything you cook in it. Yeah, slurp. Yeah, Maddie, you like managed to bite through some like soft, lovely coconut flesh, and then suddenly you just hit drink. You hit delicious juice.
Oh, this stuff is great.
Indeed. And then for you people with normie teeth, he will hold a coconut up, and he'll probably punch a hole in it through with one of his just like huge incisors, so you can have like a drink from it.
Oh, so that's how you do it.
Weird.
Yes, although people with normal teeth tend to use small hand drills.
Oh, okay. Just takes her gloves off, uses her nails, drill a hole in it.
Ceri just fucking rips it in half with her,
No, Ceri puts it between her thighs and squeezes.
Alright, give me an athletics test.
Okay. Fine, we'll do this for real.
That's gonna make a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be a mess.
Mediocre.
No.
You clench. There's definitely a cracking sound, but it doesn't give all the way.
It's fine. I just need it to crack a little bit so I can drink drink the nectar.
Yep.
You softened it up.
Yeah. I did exactly what I wanted to. I didn't... See, this is a quote-unquote failure that worked in my benefit. I didn't make a mess.
Yeah.
See? We travel with weird people.
Sapphic looks bemused. You all eat like my wife.
Maddie will just use her fucking magical diamond nail and just cut a hole, like a circular hole in it. Just pull it out to just... Oh, that makes it easier. Try it. Yeah, drink.
Yeah. So Sapphic is definitely bemused as you consume coconuts. But yeah, should you wish it, of course, you can also get some coconut oil, because that's obviously good cooking. And coconut flour. Which is okay cooking. Yeah, coconut flour.
I haven't heard of that.
It's a normal ass thing. Well, normal ass. It's like what people use for flour when they're on keto. Pretty sure keto flour is coconut flour.
Mm-hmm.
No, coconut, that would still contain a form of carbohydrate because of the sugars in it.
What is it used? Oh no, it's gluten. Oh, coconut flour is for gluten-free.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. I knew it was for some fucking eating thing for people. Yeah, I tend to fat and eat, but hey, it happened. It's too fun to introduce a little taste of the jungle.
Yeah, especially because you won't let us go there.
Yep, yet until you do a short shot.
Does he have any interesting any recipes?
Not written down.
Get Elloe.
I would.
Jungle dragons. He'll turn around and his like, you hadn't seen it before because his head's like the classic lizard man, and you can see that he's got head ridges and they lift, revealing little finny ears that flap for a moment as he ponders. Yes, many.
What kind?
They have dragons that appear to be like great fanged cats, except they are covered in scales with wing. They breathe confusion more than anything, a mist of green that enhances and it bedazzles the senses.
Huh. I need to go south. That sounds awesome.
There are also traditional dragons as you recognize them here. Large, scaled, green. They breathe poisonous mists. They live in the swamps closer to the middle. Around the mountains.
Like, around the whole mountain, or just living in a small area of it, or like, on the mountainside?
There are gigantic mountains in the very middle, with temples upon it. Nested right side, deep set of swamps where formed by weather. He'll shrug. Not sure about that part. I am not a geographer.
Oh, so they're not, what's his name, Elloe? The, great-grandpa dragon?
Grandpa Dragon Snoots?
No, he is not like your
not...
dragon snoots, I imagine. The dragons around the mountain are individuals who live it. They are not around the mountain. Your mama's so big that when she sit around the mountain, she'd sit around the mountain.
I mean, to be fair, my dam was huge.
I see.
Well, I guess sometime I need to meander down. Ooh, when Ceri hatches, we're gonna meander down south and meet some of our.
Safik recommends visiting great home city, Kithishit.
Gesundheit.
That is the name, unfortunately. Kithishit.
Oh, Kithishit.
He'll pause and do you have any writing things on you?
Yes, parchment.
Time for the silly foreigner to be bullied about place names.
I'm sorry. I was set up really well for that one.
Yeah. AKA, the reason this place is named Kithishit, it is because the first time elves discovered the lizard city, they asked, "Is this your capital?" And they responded, "This is it."
It's like an entire peninsula in South America called Yucatan, and we finally translated it, and it translates to I don't know what you're because they kept asking, "What is this place?" And the natives kept saying, "I don't know what you're talking. I don't understand you."
Yeah. So yeah, Kithishit is literally just the heavily accented version of "This is it," and then the name stuck.
Okay.
Fun.
I think I have everything I want. But did they have the exotic thing for my quest scout?
He will apologize and say that they don't have anything along those lines. They did. They already sold it all in Watchland.
Oh.
Well, if you go to Watchland, you might be able to get some, admittedly at an inflated price because it's being resold. If that's the case.
I hear.
It could work.
You feel like? Moo?
No?
Kina?
I was waiting for Hedrah.
No, she finished what she said.
Oh,
She said that could work.
okay. I hear that you have a kind of very, very large feathery lizard that walks on two legs with a couple of spindly arms.
Yes.
How rare are those down there?
Smaller ones not rare at all. Largest ones very rare.
My sire was very eclectic when she traveled and met with a strange trader that sold her one of the big ones.
He'll burst out in what you assume to be laughter, but it sounds like a choked hiss more than anything. But his expression reads laughter at the very least.
I'll pull out a sack full of bright orange feathers. Very big,
And
bright orange feathers.
his laugh trails off, and he'll.
Would you like these? I have no use.
Yes, Sapphic would.
I will
Tell us where to come across this.
I will point him to Grandest.
That is
North.
a long way. I do not know our travels take us that far, but Sapphic will inform the others that there is one up. And that it is molting feathers. I suppose it is because of your seasons.
I'd also like to mention that the owner of said dino is a legendary horror.
Sapphic brow will furrow. Sapphic would try, but Sappic's wife would kill him. She would be able to smell another female on Sapphic for years after coupling, I am sure. She is wily and strong. Yeah. He will inform the others that there is a T-Rex up in Grandest, and they might make the journey up there depending on how well everything sells. Yeah. Congratulations
all
on
done here, guys.
Slice of the jungle.
Good faff, good faff.
To the Grove of Dreams, then? If anyone doesn't have any...
Do you need to go to Watchland? Or that, whatever stuff that...
Yeah, I have nothing
we're
to do
going
with the
to
Grove of
Watchland.
Dreams, so Ceri might just pop down to Watchland to like water Mom's plants and feed the Almirage.
I mean, that's just how the road goes. There's no road straight to the Grove of Dreams. It goes like this and like this.
I mean,
Yeah,
we
you'll be
don't have
passing.
roads.
You'll be passing through Watchland regardless if
Oh,
you go to the Grove of Dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can make your way down to Watchland without any issues, and yeah, it's a peaceful place. Go fucking figure. It's one of the safest places in the north. They infamously brew some very fine beverages here. Elloe, if you check out the tavern, you can also find they are selling what would appear to be like baked pies of this stuff that you are after. With the meat served inside them.
I will take several.
What are you after?
They are served hot, so
Nah, it's fine. I'll buy a couple and then I'll pass one off to Maddie.
sure.
Yep.
Yeah, you receive what would appear to be a tough layered cheese rind with soft melted cheese on the inside of it, in which floats lots of salted meats and bacons.
That sounds very indulgent.
Oh, yeah.
It's enriching for the soul.
Oh yes.
Clearly not the body.
We call this soul food.
It's like all cheese.
I call it buying Elloe as much booze as she wants. All
Well,
the
around
types of
here they
booze that
sell
she
only
wants.
the fucking finest bottles of put you on your ass.
Well,
Let's see here. I can't remember what. I'm sure I had a list of alcohols they did. Oh yeah, they have smash beer here and emboldening mead. Emboldening. Infamously, what a certain character had once before.
Yeah, that was in the prologue.
Yep. The prologue of Borks 1, Stray's character started pregnant with a fairy because they drank a bunch of emboldening mead and woke up vomiting glitter.
And this was before Kinathis even joined the game, and he correctly surmised after the first time she started vomiting glitter. I remember this distinctly. What, did you blow a fairy? And then me and Scow had a private chuckle about. Fun times, fun times. Back when Hoff was still here.
Ah, yes, I remember Hoff.
He
So-
got beheaded.
Voice on the wind.
Oh god, the Almirage has had children.
Yep,
He's babies.
Yay!
he has tiny boons, although they do not appear to have horns, so you can assume this Almirage has been banging normal buns.
Oh, I'd love to take one with me, but that'd be really bad. You'd leave them with their parents for now.
This adorable carnivorous rabbit.
How many stoninated goblins do you have to throw into the pit?
Oh yeah, so the garden is it's not totally full of them, although you can see patches in the snow where there are obviously goblin statues that have been taken away again. It looks like someone does come around to like clear the garden a little bit, and you can see the panty traps have been refreshed as well.
I love goblins and borks.
Does anyone even live in that house?
Nope. The
No.
Almirage does.
It's Theory's summer home. Thank you very much.
Yeah, she comes down here with her hubby every time they need to get away from the castle for a few days.
Yeah, quite literally, it is stone cold inside. Although it is dry, it looks like the windows have been like updated in the last few years, so that they are properly sealed. Ceri, you've been down here probably like twice before, like once as a little infant, and then another time when you're a bunch older. It's just a nice place to be. They keep a nice little herb garden for white witchy stuff, and you can see a large collection of books and a Hagen shrine.
So
Oh.
when you said when Ceri was an infant, so you mean last fucking year?
No, when she was a little infant. She didn't stay little for long.
Yeah, last year. She's like
Yeah.
barely a year old.
Yeah, she was taken down here when she was a small. And then she was taken down here when she was slightly less of a small. It's literally how I worded it.
Yeah, a week later.
It was like a month later, but still.
So, anyway, like, since we don't really have much or anything to do in Watchland,
Yeah, the rest of you guys can travel up to the Grove of Dreams, and then Ceri can meet you guys at Overland Keep afterwards.
Yee.
There is a nice Hagen shrine, so you can spend your time Hagening it if you would like to. That is like probably the nicest kept part of this little house, apart from the bed, which has been reinforced numerous times.
Well, it's from the path and
De-stress.
distance. It should be like night for now.
This is true, but I'm speeding along the passage of stuff. Like Ceri can obviously stay the night at her mum's summer home.
You can see stress fractures in the floor beneath the bed.
Yeah,
Floor beneath the bed. You can see the fucking foundation.
Foundation.
yeah. No, Ceridwen, you probably don't want to think about it, but judging on some of the claw marks that you can see in the mattress, it looks like when Jarl Bolgraf does it doggy style, he really does it doggy style.
I'm just gonna intentionally fail all of my perception checks here. Thanks.
Sounds fair.
Your eyes don't think of England.
But yeah, so you guys can stay the night Watchland, and the party can head off towards the Grove of Dreams, with Ceridwen sort of skipping that little turn in the road and swapping to traveling on Bear and letting the wagon go down to the Grove of Dreams while she continues onto Overland. And for the Grove of Dreams itself, do I have a fucking page for that? Pretty sure I do.
need a page of it?
Now that I remember something,
I might
hey,
have
Amxal,
Yes.
why not make the handle at Overland Keep where the magical smithing furnace is?
Well, I suppose we can make it there.
I guess I never did do an actual background for that grove. The other grove I've got is the grandest one that has weed wizard and sprout in it.
I mean, do
But that
we
was
need to
unfortunate.
grow? Yeah, do we actually need like a map?
No,
of
you
it?
don't. If I had it though, I'd have popped it over. Yeah. Okay. So Elloe, you take to the wing and see the grove. And from above, the grove looks a lot different than it does from below. You can see that there are like these essentially like flower ribbons that have been left in the tops of all the trees, like little dryad hats
That's adorable.
that you couldn't even see from. You'd have never known they were there if at any time normal. They are positioned just so that you would only know if you flew over it. And yeah, you come crashing down to the Grove of Dreams. A large dryad's tentacles will probably like try and grab you out of the air and pull you in.
Oh no!
You are stolen into the undergrowth. And a dryad will begin like digging fingers into your scalp and scratching at your head and hair. While Saoirse flutters into view. There is a lovely warm hut. You can see that there are a number of kegs with a big shelter over them that have been done. And there is a chocolatey dryad a chocolatey satyr who is tapping one of those kegs even as you approach. Hi, Elloe.
How's it going?
Just stuff.
Stuff is very important.
Mm-hmm. What brings you guys over here?
I got excited and outran them.
Oh.
So you know Kellin?
Yeah, one of the mice.
He
The mice with
bound
the
his yeah, he bound his soul to a bone demon, and I don't want that. And he's gonna get his soul et, and I don't want that to happen anymore.
Okay.
And I can't stab it because then he dies.
So you're not here to ask us to help stabinate it then?
No,
Okay.
but you guys know a lot more about this, and I really did try to pay attention when you were teaching druid magic. I tried.
Mm.
I only got so far as summon spirit, and then I got distracted. Also, the talking to animals thing.
In better news, she and I are dating now.
You're not even there yet. She ran ahead.
You're not there yet.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Okay.
She like super blitzed it the fuck ahead.
Fair enough.
I can fly.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Woo. She's dreaming about the bacon from earlier.
What's Eloe's fly speed again? Just out of curiosity.
40.
It's also Kellen's run speed, so I could mad dash ahead too.
You could sprint and run to do so, although it is not exhausting for Elloe to overland travel for a short period with wings. It is, however, actually tiring for like player characters to move at 40 speed on foot for like overland travel.
Also, at the end of the descent, I was going way more than 40 feet because I dive bombed.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But yeah. I imagine one of you actually has to be driving the Conestoga because there is a carriage and a Conestoga and mounts, and you are down a Ceridwen as well. So who's actually driving your fucking vehicles? Now that I think about it.
Wait, no, isn't she just in one of the vehicles and just going to keep going to Overland Keep?
No, she's on
Ceridwen is on Bear and has like split off at what is effectively like a road up to the Grove. Like if you were to I'll very briefly.
Okay. We went to the left. She kept going.
Like-
Got it.
Like
Athia is the one with land vehicle proficiency.
So I imagine the thing pulling the carriage is just hooked up to the Conestoga enough so like it can just like the old time
oh yeah,
wagon
you
thing.
got it going carriage chain.
Yeah.
So okay, that's
So,
fine. That makes sense.
Like that's easy enough to do and whatnot. So like when that stops, it stops.
Yep. That's fine. So yeah. All right. So what do you want us to do about his soul?
Do you have any ideas? You got don't you? Well, the Dreamers are like the. You guys told me the Dreamers are some of the oldest druid circles, and the Blood ones are the actual oldest.
1 sec. I'm gonna go ask Mary. And she will zip off in a direction of her chocolatey wife, while you are otherwise still suspended from tree.
Just casually hanging upside down.
Yep. Just getting upside down scritches.
Scrunches.
And they will have a hurried talk. By the time the little carriage train catches up, they have extricated Elloe from a tree and sat around what appear to be a quaint set of garden furniture, drinking beer fresh from a keg.
It's a pity we didn't have the map for this. For once, my token being upside down would make sense.
No, that's why you'd leave it right way up.
There's just a chunk of wood. Elloe's horn is lodged through. Thinking extricated from a tree. I just imagine she had to be
just jammed into it.
Yeah. I know they scoot back, but that only makes it.
Of course.
Ah, yes, the lower horn.
Get that stuck in a dryad. That is just fine. That's a good way to spend your day.
Yes. Well,
Hey.
while you two try and figure out the solely diddly bobby, I'm gonna see about getting a plant outfit.
Sure. One of the other satyrs will prance over to you. I mean, of course they prance. They like to prance. That's how they do.
Do satyrs know how to walk other than prancing?
The bigger titted ones do. Otherwise, they would knock themselves out.
Mm.
It's the lithe
No,
ones
that's
will
just-
hop and sprink.
That's just how they invented sports bras. Come on.
No, the big tid ones sashay.
Yeah, I was going to say they've got those hoofies, but they've got the hips, so they of course can only saunter. But then the sprightly ones sprink around because they do.
Spring.
So yeah, a lither satyr will sprink over. And yeah, you can see about getting you some living clothing. It would be 50 gold pieces to get living clothing. Effectively, it would be a leafy bra and sort of what would appear to be woven ivy. Obviously not poison ivy, but woven ivy for underwear. Druid chic, of course, so that they actually have clothes on and off while they transform back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Or, of course, she'll hold up what appear to be some sticky leaves. Got to keep them watered, of course, but she lifts her top and reveals that she is wearing leaf pasties. Mine, of course, always stay watered. She will shifty eyes and lower her top again.
Not a problem for Ceridwen.
I see.
Would you accept pearl?
Yeah, sure. We can
I'll
use that
hand
for
over-
magic and stuff, and it's worth money.
I will give 2 pearl.
Okay. And she will drop those in her pocket and take you over to a little hut, and she will grow you some clothes. You can see she's this little bed of soil, and she will stand over it, hands spread out, and mutter them druidic magics. There is a rich, earthy smell in the air that just sets you both at ease. And soon enough, well, I say soon enough, it is like an hour's ritual. She will produce clothing for you guys.
Very nice.
Oh, so what kinds do you want? Like, as I say, like they could do like bras and panties, but they could also do, pasties.
Reverse bunny suit. You know you want it, Amxal.
But that doesn't.
That doesn't help at all.
That's the opposite of what we want.
Yeah,
No,
that's
it
pretty-
does. It does have pasties and covering.
It's true,
Let
they
me-
do the pasties.
Let me tell you that a pasty down south won't cover it.
That is true. You unfortunately have a dangus. Or fortunately. Definitely fortunately. Have a dangus.
I will go for the full set.
Yeah, I'll just go for the normal full set.
Okay. Do you buy Ceridwen some pasties?
I will get something for Ceridwen as well. Actually, I will get. I'll give her another pearl.
Okay.
I need another set. One for a very large lady.
Yeah, she's
She's
very, very large.
she's about as tall, say about as tall as Elloe and about as well built as me.
She will eye your
Me.
muffin top.
Elloe is like is second behind Ceridwen in bust size.
No, she'll insist
what
that
would be
she's
closer
she's seen your party
than
before. It's okay. You guys
Ceridwen?
have come through here before, yeah. When you begin to describe and go, oh, Ceridwen, yeah, sure.
Yes, that one.
Wait, is she put on weight then?
No,
Sick burn.
she's just very.
Oh,
Girl. How dare you?
She smiles and her little deer tail does a little wiggle, a little tuft wiggle. Look,
I'll just-
pasties don't care about cup sizes. But yeah, she will. It's true, they don't. But she describes her build, and then the little satyr was like, "Oh."
Grumble.
Yep, the satyr gives you their most innocent I'm a satyr smile, and their little deer tail does a little poofy wiggle.
So yeah, something for Ceridwen as well. She had
Okay.
other business and couldn't stay.
Sure thing. And yeah, she'll include that in the whole dealy do.
You have to admit, a glowing Hagenite Dryad Grove would be pretty cool.
A bioluminescent dryad grove is an awesome idea.
See?
Yeah. That's the kind of shit I want to put in the jungles where they're just covered in these like bright jungle flowers that entrap people.
Oh no, you have to stay here and fertilize us forever and
Or until you die of level drain, but whatever.
it's fine. You just become a lotofagi.
You just become fertilizer.
let's hope they've managed to figure out something for the soul deal while we've done this.
Yeah. So while you are purchasing that, Elloe, you've been sat here chatting with the two lovebirds for a while. Saoirse has settled for essentially just sprawling out on the table in front of Mary and is getting slow head rubs while they drink and ponder. Now we'll have the actual person who pays attention make a test. And
Hey, I'm here.
I said the person who pays attention.
You know what I mean, though.
I know. And we'll throw on a guidance. I know, right? It's just fucking burn after burn at the moment.
We need some
26.
communal herd aloe.
Yep. It's just I'm dishing out those burns. So yeah, Kellin, you're also, there for this conversation as they start going through options of what to do. At which point, Susha will sigh and rub her own head for a moment. Oh, I don't want to do that. Like, no, obviously not you. Dear, you're not quite powerful enough. No, I mean your mum. Other mum, not crazy mum.
Mama Kalara?
No. No. Susha's.
Oh, wait. Mom said she never found her.
Well, yeah. It's because she's not a fairy.
What? But Saoirse's a fairy.
Sure, and Susha never tried. I mean, she did eventually. But, she was a, dumb, horny teenager. For all of Jeanette's pre-tower time. At which Saoirse will pout. I was not a dumb, horny teenager. Okay, I was a dumb, horny teenager.
I also found the salamanders.
She nods. Fairy nods sagely and sips from her fairy-sized mug of ale.
She has the same one from the last campaign.
Yeah, of course. Why would she get rid of her fairy-sized cooking and drinking utensils?
Naturally.
We got in contact with her a few years ago.
What was she like?
Spooky.
Spooky.
Well, yeah, she's a real powerful fairy, so they can't say stuff without that stuff being an inevitable promise, and then if you break it, then bad things happen.
Oh.
I mean,
So
she's nice and also a little weird.
So you're saying I should bring the smart people with me?
Probably a good plan. Or you can just have Kellin here just do it. I mean, what could go wrong?
I'd make the derp horse face.
You shake your head and thumbs up, and somehow you're wearing a horse mask.
You know that thing from Adventure Time where it's just
Yeah.
the horse has poo brain? Poo brain
Yeah.
horse.
Also, Maddie, are you here for this conversation? Because you're one of them smart big brain people.
Well, if you need brain power, Maddie can supply some.
I'll wave her down.
Yeah, Maddie, you are... what do you do in the Drove then while you're not in the conversation? The Drove is peaceful. There are people eating and drinking. There are pleasant clearings, just a nice places to fucking sit. You certainly wouldn't be the only nerd resting underneath a tree reading a book.
No, but this way I can just, take the earplugs out and just insert song, enjoy the silence.
Yep. So yeah, as opposed to being waved over, a Thumbelina-sized fairy will skitter over to you and alight just on your knee. Excuse me, miss, your friends are calling for you.
Oh, okay. Where?
She will point in the direction where there is a nice large garden furniture table.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome. And then she sort of flits away. You got good enough perception to track its movement until she disappears into the trees.
Well, heading over.
Hi, Maddie.
Hello.
Now,
So-
repeat that again.
Right. Well, okay. So, we do know a very powerful fae who could certainly make a deal with someone's soul. The only problem is that she is a very powerful fae, and so when she speaks in literals, and those literals essentially form promises. So, if you make a promise accidentally, and then it's something that you end up breaking, it can be really dangerous for you. So if you want to go making soul deals, you probably want to think it out real carefully how everything's worded. And they recommended you because you have the big brain.
Oh. Oh, okay. Well, I can try. If I can get a little help, I can try something out.
Sure, sure. Would you like us to call her in the meantime? It'll take her an hour or so to get here.
Is this the route
Well-
we want to save Kellen's soul? Because the only other idea I have is talking to Mama Jeanette.
Susha will wrinkle her brow. I feel like both are dangerous. Different reasons, of course.
I always found being in tower to be because my thoughts are special.
Yes, yes. Susha will, on the other hand, like shifty eyes. I'm a direct descendant, so I'm generally fine in the tower, but it definitely feels weird and very unnatural, which is not very great for a druid.
Listen, did you know the last time I was there, he moved the darts? Tower merged the darts room with the cheese room.
Did you get a charts room or a D's room?
I was playing darts while eating cheese. Wait, was I playing cheese while eating? No, that's silly.
Hmm. Susha will sagely nod before like just a small shiver.
Definitely much more fun here.
Oh yeah. I mean,
so
sure, Mom Jeanette would be able to help too, but I feel like that's almost more random than a promise with She-Mom.
I mean, if I were you, Kellen, I'd probably take the fairy deal. Because,
Probably, yeah.
fairies are fun. That's why it starts with an F.
I can't argue with that one. But yeah, I'll see what the I'll try to go with the fairy deal. Yeah.
okay, can I then borrow somebody's little brain here for a moment there? Just so out of character, I can get advantage on the roll.
Sure, Choco Sato will tell you what she knows of the She and help you out.
Okay, so it's an intelligence, or
If you would like to give me a history check, that's a pretty much just an intelligence check for muddling out fucking the deals with fairies, I suppose.
sure thing. So advantage on this,
Yep. 25.
and then
Pretty rad.
And one of them will flick you guidance.
okay,
28. Not another
And-
threshold, but a 31. Okay.
hey,
You have a pretty good idea of how to handle this. So when the fairy mother, not even godmother, the fairy mother turns up to speak, you should probably have like a clause at least to begin, where unless you begin the statement with I am making a deal, that anything you say should be considered a lie automatically. Like essentially she can intuit that anything you say isn't a promise or is the opposite of a promise until you say I am making a deal. Like obviously it makes conversations a bit more annoying.
okay, so you have to start with to initialize the dealing is I want to make a deal.
And also, as aforementioned, like for making normal conversation with her and muddling out how this deal should go, you have to make sure to begin with the clauses that you are definitely not making a deal or a promise before you talk.
Okay. So I'm writing that out so that people can use it. So
Sure. And what do you want the promise to actually be? Because there has to be some kind of deal for Kellen's soul to be put in ownership. Like, what service is he offering / getting?
Well, that is something that Kellin should have a fucking say in. What
Yes,
he
of
can
course.
offer.
Yeah, Kellin, what do you think your soul is worth to a fairy? What do you offer her, or what do you want from her?
As always, my mind is going blank.
Mm-hmm.
You could say stuff like, I want to dance forever in with dreams and spirits, and in return I will be, your eyes and ears to the greater world, something like that.
Hmm.
Walk
I
where you
do
cannot,
got big ears.
walk where you cannot, etc., etc.
That sounds reasonable, yeah.
You could also open the floor up to other people.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm open to suggestions, really.
Savin's gone, but Kina, Hedrah, you got any suggestions?
For what?
Hmm?
For what?
Oh, okay. So Kellen's gonna bargain his soul with the she. So, what he wants and then what he offers in return.
Obviously, initially his
whole
soul is
agreement
what
is-
he's offering, but if he wants to put work with it as well, he can to improve his own deal, what he gets back.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't really know what I want
I-
other than
Being one who has studied a lot of nature and nature spirits and things, can I make a check as to determine this fairy which fairy this is? A nature check or a religion check or
Yeah, religion seems fine.
I've never heard of this fairy before.
No, you've never encountered like a she. The fairy that you've met have always been, nature spirits, like made manifest. At the same time, like these she are, like actual sentient beings with like apparently something along the lines of like a court or courts or some kind of like diplomacy that exists in a realm not here.
Well,
No.
if you don't care very much, you could always offer her your firstborn child.
Yeah, you could do that. Kellin, maybe it's a good idea to not have the Bone Raven listening in on this.
She knows anyway.
Yeah.
No matter where she is.
Can you command her not to listen in for a bit?
I don't
In
think
any
that's how
way or
they're
form.
I don't think that will matter.
really.
The Bone
She's-
Raven will shrug. I can choose not to listen, but I cannot choose not to know.
She is
Very
well
true.
aware of what we are doing.
Yes. I think it is foolish, and I will have to kill a she for it later, but we'll see.
I don't. You know what? You have fun with that.
I will. I bet their bones taste delicious. She
Mhm.
still looks really annoyed.
I'm not
I
gonna
think
tell
he-
I'm not gonna tell the Bone Raven that trying to fight a sea is a bad idea. I'm all for it. I want to see it happen.
Turns out, the she has made a pact with the void and just throws her into puts her in boat. No, bad.
What is Kellen's specific skill set again? He is a rogue, yes, but
Man.
sorry.
Huh?
You
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 cut
said
out.
mapping.
I said maps and scouting.
Look, Kellin, what do you want in the world that you might make a deal for?
See, that's the question I'm struggling with.
Do you want power, fame, fortune, good luck?
Hmm.
What do you own?
It's a museum. Yes, Stray, yes.
You could gift unto her a relic of some sort.
Yes.
There really is nothing you want. Just putting your soul in their service, it could be enough to saying, I'm giving my soul over to you. Don't want anything in return.
I mean, that's no fun, I think,
Dangerous.
is the
That's
thing.
also just not how that works, unfortunately. That's not
No,
how you make
I
a
gotta
gift,
want
that's a gift.
something, but
Yeah, that's not a
She
deal.
would just be like, I don't want your soul for nothing. I want your soul for something.
maybe a relic for my museum, even.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You get something
Sure.
worth a soul for a museum.
Yeah, that'd be. There we go. That works for me.
Fuck, I have no idea what that would be, but that's
Maybe,
another thing.
maybe a bunch of things that would.
Sure, okay.
Trade your soul for like the location
Some-
of a treasure hoard of relics.
She can just straight up give you give you relics. Like,
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
They are also fairies are also our patrons of art.
yes.
You could get some supernaturally nice works of art.
It's also true. I feel like if I wanted that, though, I could just go to Anna.
True.
I'm not gonna lie, Anna has definitely made something for this fairy before.
Hey, Savin, we're considering the terms of a contract for a for Kellin's soul.
Oh, great. This is fine.
Well, marginally better than, a horrifying bone demon from the abyss.
What were the terms of the contract?
That's what we're discussing right now.
So
Because
far,
we haven't summoned her yet.
So far, it seems like we're trading Kellin's soul for material goods.
Relics for my museum.
Yeah, material goods.
Her soul could be used to purchase goods and services.
Good luck, guys.
Are you going
I'm just gonna mute again?
Let's see. You are a tiefling, so putting a time limit, a time duration on this would be.
It would be pretty bad.
Are you just going to be like, when I die, if I were to die, or my soul were to be put in jeopardy, it is to be placed in your hand. You dedicate it to them. I suppose you would be bound to them as well. You'd have to provide. They could ask you to do just about anything for them, unless you worded it otherwise.
Oh, and I'll snap my fingers. Kellin, how about you trade them for a supernatural sixth sense of the locations of runes that whenever you get close to one, you know where it's at.
What, your mini-map pings if you're close enough to secrets?
Something like that.
That'd be neat. Yeah.
And say that.
What?
When you arrive at Overland, your wives ask if they can come visit and bring din-dins.
Fuck yeah, of course.
Yeah. At which point they'll be like, you'll have to tell your mum to take the lead block off of her magic circle then. because
Oh
she's
right, teleporting. Yeah, that's a thing.
a lead block on the magic circle.
Ceri will just go down and do that.
Yeah.
Surprise, Mom.
Whole head block.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
in fact, Ceri will try and, like, before, since she's arriving all by herself and Mom's probably, like, up in the tower or something, Ceri will just kind of, like, try and sneak in and arrange all this.
Sure.
Also invite your grandmother.
I mean, I don't have a psychic connection to her. But...
Yeah, it's
True.
hard to do. But yes, you can go on in. Your papa will pull you up into a big old hug, tell you she's up in the tower until you're like, secrets. It's like, of course, that sounds like fun.
Yay.
And yeah, the Foxos do in fact bring like that kind of size, like big old fucking platter of goodness.
Holy shit, that's so much food.
It is. They gotta feed their lovely wife.
So
She
much
spoils
food
me.
for so much food for so much pork.
It's true.
Mhm. Yeah, as well, like, it's fucking Ceri, Theory, and Bulgariff, and them. Like, that's a lot of people to eat. Oops, I'm sorry. Onto my table. Ow, my knee.
Oh,
Ooh.
Ugh.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
Good.
No.
Yeah, I'm not bleeding. All is good. Yeah, they will turn up and give you great big old fox cuddles and wrap you in floof.
I will wrap them in scarves and give them skirts.
They are delighted. Bulgariff will briefly go upstairs while they, have some fun in the basement with you.
Oh my. Girls, please.
Bulgariff can smell like the hormones suddenly just boiling off of the three of you and be like, I'll be upstairs. I'll keep Theory distracted. And then they make sweet mouth love to your unmentionals.
keep Theory distracted. He just takes off his shirt and starts posing.
Yeah.
Well, I guess like mother, like daughter for a bit.
Yep. But otherwise, eventually, once everyone is done tending to their various needs, Theory is like walking back into the house, pulling her shirt back on. And she sees and smells delicious foods. And then there is a Ceri side of the table with two bright, cheerful Foxos on either side.
Surprise!
Oh, my darling! And she'll come around and make sure that you get hugs and scritches and smooches. And she'll give the wife's head pats as well.
Now you get to teach your mom how to use chopsticks.
She got them big paws, though. Her paws too goddamn big for her little sticks.
She doesn't need chopsticks. She has claws that are like the same principle. She pinch.
That's true. She just have pinchies. They'll eat delicious foods together. And just nice and wholesome.
We'll tell her that her bunes have multiplied.
She is delighted at this news and will have to go down and see her boons. And she'll glance over a bully, like maybe we need a break anyway from how busy the keep can get. Bulgariff still has like scratches down his back from earlier, and he's like, "Oh yeah, definitely." I'm getting so tired after all.
Something. It seems like the buns aren't the only things that are going to be multiplying down there. So after mealtime, I will probably mention that we're going to Eld Isle and ask for some advice.
Sure. I will make some tests. Let's see here.
See
It's
if
like-
Mama remembers anything from Eldritch
Yeah.
Shithole.
I'm gonna pull up the previous game and see if there are any notes anywhere that she might have kept, because if they exist on her character sheet, then they exist now. So let's see.
I don't think Theory really kept a diary or anything.
Let's see here. Actually, you did keep a diary.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, you kept like a really good diary actually of like lots of shit. like details in regards to your relationships with various characters and all sorts of stuff. Including you also have in your allies and organizations Raisin and Ceri the draft horses.
I'm sure their like grandchildren are still kicking it in the keep.
Yeah. Oh, the Almirage's name, I forgot that. It's Saira. Saira.
Yeah.
Saira the Almirage quasi-familiar.
Well, now Syra has become a sire. Or mom. I guess. Who knows?
Who knows? Honestly, you never really gendered the bunny. Let's see here.
God, Theory had such a fucking menagerie. I wonder whatever happened to the fucking bright bug she had. Little fire beetle.
It probably lives in like a lantern in the tower. Okay, let's see here. Oh yeah, I forgot that if Theory ever dies, then she she actually explodes like a bomb.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a thing. It's fine. That'll be a nasty surprise for somebody someday.
Yeah. Oh, she does actually have a thing that could help you.
Wow. Thanks, Mom.
Let's see here. If you want an Eldritch tool, she has an Eldritch light crossbow +1. That, she doesn't really use at all, although once per day it adds charisma to damage.
Ooh. That's pretty nice.
Yeah. She obviously hasn't really got any use for it, so she'll let you have that.
Sure.
And let's see here. She has a Phial of Elder Starlight.
Oh, that's probably much better. What does that do again?
+2 to all saving throws, radiates 60 foot of pale blue light.
Fuck yeah, can I borrow that?
Yeah, okay. Only as long as you promise not to unstopper it.
What happens if I unstopper it?
It explodes in radiant AoE damage with a very high DC.
Fair enough.
So you're like, you have to absolutely promise you won't even consider it because it's a big radiant bomb.
It's okay. I already have one of those.
Cool.
Shit,
She's
wait a
now
minute.
actually suddenly doesn't feel better about that now. Oh, pardon, sorry?
What? No, nothing.
Deception?
No.
Nice, she knows.
Carrie will take out the book, which is still like wrapped up in a bajillion chains, and be like, "Yeah, so I found this book that has 100 explosive runes written into it."
She looks suitably terrified.
Yeah.
Could I have it?
Why?
I don't know, I might need it one day.
What if I need it one day?
But I might need it first.
But I might need it first. There's no way to tell if neither of us have any specific applications for it.
I don't know, it's just always good to be prepared.
You're just trying to make sure I don't have this on me, aren't you?
I mean, it's definitely not because I want an incredibly powerful bomb for no reason.
Fucking stare down. Look, I have a magic armor that can activate the thing on its own, so if I have to detonate a incredibly powerful arcane bomb, then nobody has to get hurt, except whatever I'm bombing. If you have it, then you have to read it, and then you die. Or your familiar dies. I guess I don't actually know how that works.
She'll ponder for a moment. Not sure, actually. Let's see here. Is there anything else that she has as far as knowledge is concerned? Nope. Alright, I will make I suppose I'll try an Arcana test. We'll see. But she's a Warlock Paladin. Coincidentally, that means that Arcana is not actually a very highly rated skill for her. I stand corrected.
Talk shit, get hit.
No, unfortunately though, you've already learned everything that could be told in like the 20s bracket.
Oh well.
But yeah, she has an Eldritch crossbow. And
I think Ceri is
Yeah,
more of a danger to herself and others with a ranged weapon, so I don't really want that. I'll just
yeah,
take
the
that.
charisma is to damage, not attack. So
Yeah, actually, I am a Hexley. I could make that my packed weapon. There'd be really no
and
downside.
yeah, you could.
No, you can. That is a
could-
two-handed weapon.
Ah, fucking crossbow, piece of shit.
Wait, no, it's a light crossbow, isn't it?
Well, it's
light
still
crossbow.
two-handed.
It's still two-handed,
hand
but also you
crossbow.
just need the packed feature that lets you have better packed weapons.
Yeah, but I don't, because that's lame.
You don't, because it's lame. Wait, I'm doing that next campaign. Where?
I mean, you're lame. What do you...
That's true. I'm excited to have a packed weapon longbow. That shit should be fun.
Well, see, that's a longbow, not a light crossbow. Light crossbows are lame.
They are, yeah.
So yeah, no, I will just take the file of the Elder Starlight, and yeah, I guess if I don't use the bomb Zarbomba here for any reason on Eldile, I guess I will let Theory borrow that for a while.
She will seem very satisfied with that. And then, yeah, when she pulls out this file, you recognize it as this was her and Bulgruf's wedding gift.
Oh, that's right. Grandma gave that to him, didn't she?
Yeah. This was a gift from, well, Mother. When me
That's
and Bully here
beautiful.
got married.
Really does look like Starlight.
She will smile proudly and hand that off to you.
Oh.
So, of course, take very good care of it.
I will do all that I can to return it in one piece, safe and sound.
She will smile and give you a big old hug, and then the foxes join in the hug, and Bully
Yay.
joins in the hug.
I love my family. They're great.
They're pretty great. Now, Kellin.
Hang on,
Kellin.
yeah. Just typing a thing real quick too.
Sure.
Has the Council of Wafflers managed to come together on something, or?
Yeah, you've been going over all this. What is it that you're after then, in exchange for your soul? And are you sweetening the deal by offering anything else of yours or yourself?
Okay, so I guess like they said, I think for my soul, yeah, the ability to sense ruins as a sixth sense would be nice, and then maybe also to if it's still enough, I'd also like the ability to turn this X-ray vision on and off. Otherwise, I can offer the courtesan's nick knife for it, because that's a fun pranky thing.
I mean, a random magic item she has no interest in, probably. But
Yeah, I know.
It's more that it fiddles with your clothing and turns it into a slutty dress, no matter what you're wearing.
I think it really depends on the fairy.
I would depend on the fairy. On the other hand, a fairy would probably really like one of those like weird pull some random object out of our bag.
That's kind of unique, though.
True. It would be a strong bargaining chip, though. Something like that.
yeah. As you are deliberating, you all feel a cool breeze wash over you.
And as that happens, I'm going to say, I'm going to help. And I clap my left hand over my mouth.
Very helpful.
This one's on you, Kellin. Good luck with it. And I'll just clap his shoulder and then get a safe distance back.
If only your chair had wheels so you could push away from the table. Just T-pose away.
We really should leave it up to him, shouldn't we? I mean, it is his soul he's bargaining with.
Yes, absolutely. It should be Kellin offering his own soul. Definitely not anybody else.
Yeah.
So yeah, a cold
I'd still like
wind.
backup though.
Yeah, a cold wind washes over you. Your friends have clamped their hands over their mouths and are watching. Tony has, stalked off. And a figure gracefully steps out from behind a tree. I mean, she's wider than the tree, so it's unusual at the very least, but you can see spooky, glowing blue eyes, one with a pale whiteness around this burning blue iris, and one of deepest ebon black. She wears a long coat of black leather, with luscious ginger red hair and perfectly painted lips.
Why?
With a similarly
not
deep
see
red
this?
dress. Her wings look like scattered gold, and they catch little snowdrift. And altogether naturally, the little thumbelinas in all of the various trees start to sort of coalesce around her, doing things like adjusting stray hairs that are a little bit out of place or settling down on her shoulders, and some go rummaging in her pockets and retrieving candies before scampering away again, nibbling on them.
I need to take a moment here and react. Brings in Mahara, and I did not see this coming.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm surprised you did not. She reaches into her little, black leather coat pocket and pulls out what appears to be a ring of keys. Leans behind the tree, and you hear a soft chirping noise, as much like a strange short bird, before those keys are returned to her pocket. She will drift forwards. Hi there, how can I help?
Just, you get a small whisper to your ear. If you're gonna start a conversation with her, say, I'm not making a contract or a deal.
She watches curiously. Saoirse will buzz over and give her a hug before going, ooh, cold. She is given a little hug and a squeeze back. She'll similarly give Elloe a finger wave, grinning. You can see that she's got slightly sharp looking teeth as well.
Yeah, but well, here's the thing. If you want to see Maddie's half brother, have his fucking soul ripped out, sure. That's all. That's all your
It would
fucking
be
idea.
interesting to watch him be so flabbergasted, just in character, just so shocked that he immediately forgets all the advice given.
I mean, that wouldn't be Kellin. That's
No.
that'd be me, but it wouldn't be Kellin.
But here's the thing. Only we can see her clothes, correct?
Kellen's eyes are not more powerful than the She Queen of Winter.
That's very fair.
So she has living clothes on?
Yeah.
No, she does.
Technically, all of her is alive, every part of her at all times.
Fair enough then.
She will grin over at Madilyn. Ooh, I love the tentacles. They're very cute.
Thank you.
My goodness, look at all of you. It's been so long since I've been here. I really should get lost drinking more often.
So I'm not here to make a contract or deal. That's how I...
Yeah, that's how you start it.
Yep. Okay, then. Yes, that'd be said.
Oh, okay then. Well, it's a pleasure. The name's Mahi. What's yours?
I'm Kellin.
All right, Kellin. So, you're not here to make a deal. I get that. Really cool. But if someone were here to make a deal after we're done talking about what we're talking about, would that still be you or not?
I'm confused now.
She'll stroke her chin.
That was out of character, but
Yeah, I know. But is Kellin also confused? It's totally fair.
he is. Yeah, he's probably a little.
I'm just gonna lend Maddie brain, like, actually not Grima worm tongue level of bad advice, but just
lean
actual
over and
intelligence.
whisper secrets.
Madilyn will actually hold up a finger.
Oh, hello there.
Once he is done, I would like to.
Oh, very well. Sounds fine to me. Are you the one that I might be here for originally then?
No.
Oh, that'd still be me.
I see. Okay then. She will smile and settle down onto one of the chairs at the table. Little wings fold back. Hey, Maddie, you're close enough to see that the clothing she's wearing doesn't look like normal leather at all. It's definitely leather, but it's this deep, rich black color that appears almost natural.
Interesting.
Similarly, she's wearing jewelry as well, but it's pure beads of silver. It looks like droplets that have been chained together on invisible thread.
Well, that gives me ideas for jewelry.
She will smile. Very well, then. So you might be the one I'm here to talk about. After, of course, we finish our lovely conversation without any kind of deal in it. Was it that you're after?
So this is where I.
You can talk normally, dear. It's okay.
Yes, but I'm just. Yeah. Okay. So
She grins.
I'm just so confused currently that
That's
winter is.
fine.
You know.
It's fine to be confused. Don't worry about it.
Who's walking around? Is that you, Kina?
What?
There's some mic clunking.
No?
No worries.
Fine.
Ah.
I have a very poor timing with my phone on my desk. It always vibrates when I'm.
Right. Getting looted at by bimbo orcs. I know how it is.
I think that was an email
Okay.
actually, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The woman who has introduced herself as Mahi
He.
steeples her fingers and reaches into her black leather coat pocket and pulls out a metal flask. She unscrews it and takes a swig. It's so potent that all of you can fucking smell sugar. Even oh wait, no, Maddie, have you got your mask on or not?
Yeah, I got my fucking mask on.
Okay,
My
then you can't
safety
smell it.
thing.
Yeah, you can't smell it then. Those of us away from computers would recognize this as the smell of an energy drink. To the rest of you guys, though, you have no idea what the smell of like acid, citrics, and sugar is.
Now.
It's drinking pure monster energy drink. Made of
Yeah.
actual great
No.
beast.
It's made of actual monster.
No, not even a drink. They actually just removed most of the water in it. It's like
It's
a
just
syrup
syrup.
instead.
It's just straight syrup.
She would absolutely drink like monster syrup laced with vodka or something.
Yeah,
No.
Monster Energy syrup.
Fuck.
It's like 16 cans in one can.
I can
Yeah.
smell the syrup. I know that smell very distinctly.
You should probably pause.
So
and
how was
Yeah.
how was I supposed to get to that statement that Saoirse wanted me to say?
Well, right now,
Wait,
Mahir is trying
what?
to have an actual just conversation with you that is not part of any
Yeah.
kind of deal in order to figure out what
Okay. Yeah.
you're after.
Okay. Well, I have I have contracted my soul to a devil, and I'm trying to get out of it.
Okay. Just look around the lobby. I mean, you all look capable and stuff. I take it that killing the devil no good for you.
Correct.
Right. She sips again from her flask and just places it down on the table. You can see that where she's been holding it, like rime frost is built up. Okay. So let's see here. So you're giving away your soul. Do you still have it in you, on you, with you?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. That's easy. That's fine. Do you want me to have it?
Possibly.
Okay. All right.
Not against it.
Okay. I can certainly make use of that. Tony has been like scowling. She has stepped away now that the She Queen has actually turned up. She does know what they're doing. Like, there's no way for her not to know, but there's very little she can do about it.
I mean, she could always kill herself.
I don't think she can.
Well, that's
Can't
physically.
you not?
No, I don't think she's got the capacity as a lawful evil being to just kill herself.
Well, hold on. Let's think about this here for a second. Kellin's trying to screw her out. Wouldn't it be lawful evil of her to kill herself and make sure she gets her payment?
Okay, so there's definitely an argument for that. However, there is actually a reason. None of you have realized it yet why that might be, that she is willing to wait this out.
Okay, then.
I mean, it won't come into play for a very long time, but also, you know, if you want, you can throw
Other than the fact that-
int tests at it.
No,
Or
can't do that.
I'll make my math rocks go clear clack.
Yeah, click some.
Same.
Oh, there you go. All right. So, no, Maddie, you're a little bit too focused on this being wearing impossible things, talking in an impossible way. Madilyn, similarly, you're in very much that, but also plus some
Why
religious
do I have
awe.
a deja vu? Why do I have a fucking deja vu right now?
Because it's certainly not the last time, and certainly not the first time, and won't be the last time that I've asked everyone to make a test, and you've been like just in the zone.
No, not that. Not that.
All right, what do you think I'm about to say?
Yeah. The impossible situation, the fucking contracting and all that stuff. The fact that she will normally grow stronger the longer the soul keeps maturing, because what's his name? Kellin is hella young.
Correct.
That's what I
Yeah.
thought it was, but I wasn't sure.
Yes, she is confident the longer she waits, the higher her odds are of beating a She Queen, or by the time that you're done. Or something else happening. Literally, if she gave up now and left, she'd be leaving with a snack worth fucking nothing to her. So there is no loss in waiting and finding out. That is also true. Although the plot of CSE2 is much more boner-centric than what Tony wants, which is just bone-centric. It's slightly different. But yeah, right now it would just be a waste of her time. She's putting all this time and effort, and she wouldn't even get anything out of it. So yeah, she's annoyed, but she's waiting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, getting to write Kasira stuff is always beautiful. I'm excited to do so in the future.
Yeah.
I really like that event you wrote.
I am
We're getting off track.
the thing I'm most fond of in like all of COC2, and it's only an event for a fucking holiday.
Yeah, it was still really cool. I loved it.
Yep. Regardless, yes. Mahi will nod. Okay, I could like totally take that soul off your hands, but I'd need something good in return, and I'm afraid that once we start discussing terms and stuff, there's no way we could lie and say it's not a deal, you know?
Yeah, that's why.
The thing right now is that according to how they are tied up, if he dies, the Bone Devil gets the soul. If the Bone Devil dies, they also get the soul.
Wow, that is a shit deal.
So
Yeah,
I know.
I wasn't thinking when I
And
made it.
yeah, you just reaches over and just awkwardly pats you on the shoulder, like,
You tried. You didn't try, but
An attempt was made.
you're very spontaneous.
yeah.
I
becoming
mean,
a problem.
spontaneity is great, but also, like, I didn't give my soul to anyone, I think.
Mm.
She closes her eyes and you can
Well-
see them roll back. Nope, still there.
Okay, see. So the most thing would be like making sure that doesn't happen, and like snip them out of it, so they go home with, well, just go home without killing soul. This way, he would be able to, fulfill the contract with you much easier in whatever form he thinks it's best, and sweetening the deal.
Okay. There was an attempt. So, like, okay. So you're gonna want stuff, because you're gonna want things to give me a soul.
Right.
And you're gonna want it to be, like, an indefinite timescale. Probably tied to your life, like, that one's deal and stuff.
Yeah, that sounds.
Because if our deal concludes, then, I take the soul, and then a fight starts.
Mm.
Probably tied to your life. I don't know. I can't really actually not allowed to tell you what you should do. That's not how making a deal works when you're Ishi.
Right.
So, yeah. Try and figure out stuff. And, from now on, from this point forward, the statements that you're about to make are considered a contract, yes?
Smack.
Yes. Or wait, no, hang on.
Too late now, boy.
No, the yes was in
I
response to the
smack
smack. The
I
yes
smack
was
my
in response
hand
to
over
the
your
smack,
mouth.
not the. Yeah.
You see Hedrah actually
Yes, I know.
slowly lean down and rub her temples.
No. I'm
I
just,
just
the yes was
close
out of
that
character.
muscle. Just close that muscle. Just
I'm trying.
Your half sister just starts throttling you.
just
Okay, I'm trying to remember the exact
Closing
statement
that
that
is-
Seriously. I know
okay,
Kellin
and just
remember it, but I'm.
making- Yes,
Alright.
but Maddie is telling him in whisper to his ear that focus. Know what you want to say.
No, that's me.
Focus. Know what you want to say before continuing. If you're going to make this deal, it has to be. It's a very important thing. So calm down, take a breath, take a deep breath.
Yeah. It's still out of character. Okay, so what was the exact statement that Saoirse gave me? Because
I
I
don't
already
pay
lost.
attention to that. That's all of you people.
I was paying attention, but I lost it in the moment.
Who was there with you, Athia, Saoirse, Kellin? Out of character, come on. You can answer the question too.
Yeah, you
Angel,
can
if you're answering, you're
use
muted.
out loud words.
guys.
Mahira seems content to like sit and drink and spook these guys while you're figuring it out.
Yeah,
Well,
it's on you, man.
we
Go figure it
can't.
out.
Was that Amxal?
I said, that's on you, man. Figure it out. It's your deal.
Fuck you.
Okay, what was the question? What is your question? It keeps changing.
I'm trying to remember what Saoirse told me to say.
Wasn't that written down?
Was it?
Alright, Saoirse told you, the only thing she told you at the start of this was, don't make a deal until you're ready to make a deal, essentially. That everything you say is considered a lie until up in the point of saying, I will make a deal.
I don't remember Saoirse giving you any specific advice on what the deal was. I think that was, you confused
No,
that with
there's
something a player told you.
No, there was a phrase she told me to say that,
She told you to say, I will make a deal when you're ready to make a deal.
Yeah, literally, that's the advice she gave you. And Mahira then literally went, so, you know, are you ready to establish that what we're about to say is actually making a deal then? And, you know, give away your soul and stuff for stuff.
then yes, I think that is correct.
All right. Then
Okay.
she will
Just-
nod.
You still have a hand over your mouth, so if you're ready, I will remove it.
I will signal to Maddie that I'm ready.
Okay. Just slowly remove it.
Yeah.
Okay. I am ready to make a deal.
All right, awesome. So then, Kellin, what is it you would like, and what are you offering?
Okay. So I'm offering my soul at the point I die, I think, right?
Okay. So I'll take your soul when you die.
Yeah.
And what do you want from me? I can't give you much, since I know your soul is worth slightly less because it's in contest. But I can give you some decent stuff. I got like whole tons of shit.
Currently, I've been afflicted with an eldritch condition that lets me see through everyone's clothes. I'd like the ability to turn that off and on.
Oh man, that's such a cool power though.
It is, and I'd like to be able to turn it off because I don't want to see everyone naked. I want to see specific people naked.
Oh yeah, oh gross. You'd be able to see like fat old people and kids.
Yeah, I especially don't want to see kids.
Right.
That's a problem.
Oh no, grandfather penis.
No one wants to see a lion's mane in winter set of pubes.
No, so yes, I'd like the ability to turn that off.
Yeah, I could totally do that.
Off and on, yeah.
That sounds fine. Give me your eyes.
Yes, they're... I'm not going to take them out. I don't think I can do that.
I can do that. That's fine. I'll just need them for a second.
Oh.
Oh, that's not
And
what I
then
see.
if there's still... if I don't have to sweeten the deal or any... Before sweetening the deal or anything, could I also get a 6 cents to Secret Ruin?
That is probably not a good idea. You could.
No.
But do you have any idea how unspecific that is, my friend?
Oh yeah, that's fair.
And I'd probably have to ask for something in return, because it would still be pretty powerful.
On that
Wait,
note,
you
I
just whisper. Just whispers here. You can find ruins, but in groups and researching and stuff like that. Let's go on an expedition. There's an entire league of it. Calm down. Don't get too greedy.
Okay.
Focus on the
Yes.
important,
Yes.
which is
okay.
getting out of the Bone Devil contract. So that your soul is not taken by the Bone Devil would it happen to be destroyed.
Right. So, yeah. Ruins that I've been researching? Is that what you said?
No,
What-
no. Forget the whole ruin part.
Okay, yes,
Forget
sure. Okay.
the whole ruin part.
Yes, okay.
But the main focus was making sure that your soul
Correct,
is
yes.
not taken. Listen to
Of
what I'm
course.
saying. That your soul is not taken by the Bone Devil if it would happen to be destroyed.
Yeah, there we go. That works for me. Make it so that my soul is not taken by the Bone Devil when I am destroyed.
No, when that it is destroyed. It.
When the Bone Devil is destroyed.
Yes.
Here we go.
Sure. Okay, can do. Alright, I'm gonna
Cool.
get them eyes. Let me get them eyes.
Yes, sure. Go ahead.
Give me them peepers.
Yep. So yeah, she will get herself up, reaches into like the inside of her little leather coat again, and pulls out what I can only describe as like a nylon bag full of like screwdrivers and some pliers.
Oh.
You've never seen the fabric that these screwdrivers are resting in. Like, it's that, like corded plastic fiber that's weaving on it itself. Like, we would recognize it as a pocket toolkit.
I absolutely love that it is just literally Mahara.
Yeah.
From Urban Arcana.
Yep. She got shit-faced and ended up in Fantasyland at one point.
She isekai'd.
Yeah. That is almost exactly how she would have reacted as well. And she said all this to Jeanette, who is a certified madwoman, so she'd never even know. She's no idea that the she spoke to literally doesn't... She literally has the perception that this is just a make-believe fantasy world that sometimes she isekais into.
And she would have that context because she's an anime nerd.
Yes.
So many figurines.
She does. Lots of figurines and a collection of bad dragon dildos that they are all posed around. Menacing, macabre display.
Oh, Nyx. Taken from the world too soon.
Taken too soon. But he will live on in the many dildos that were inherited by the fairy.
Yes.
Okay. So, yeah, she has you open your eyelids really wide, reaches out with her finger and thumbs, both hands, and bloop, just takes your eyes out.
And
That's
they're
fine.
gemstones,
Can you
so...
still see?
Nice.
Can you still see through them?
The world goes immediately dark, and your brain feels itchy. Everything feels itchy inside your skull right now because you're sure that's been incredibly painful. And she starts whistling a cheerful tune. I'm not going to whistle, obviously. I'm on a microphone, so that's a terrible idea. But she is whistling a cheerful tune as she pulls out a screwdriver. It looks like a tiny screw, like a pair of, like a screwdriver for a pair of glasses, perhaps, really tiny one. And she just sort of cracks open the back of one of these eyes and starts screwing weird shit and wires into it. And then she pulls out a tiny little soldering iron and she'll wait for it to get hot and then she'll solder it closed. And when she rubs it across with her thumb, you don't see a solder line anymore. It looks like a clear uncut gem again.
Yeah, I've been keeping my eyes on what the fuck she's doing in the tools.
You can make an intelligence test at disadvantage. What she's doing is totally nonsensical to you.
Well, yeah, nonsensical to the arcanist / mechanist.
I mean, it is still
I guess
nonsensical. She's using
fey.
modern-ass tools and doing stuff that makes no sense. Like, even if you had the concept for,
Yeah.
Use a soldering iron, melt metal to heat a metal. You don't know how this thing was heated. You don't know where the solder has gone. No, crit
God
fail.
damn it.
No.
It's just impossible what you're looking at.
It would have been
does
hilarious
not
if I
make-
actually had a
Yeah, it would have been
advantage.
amazing if you'd succeeded, but no. What she's doing makes no sense as far as physics is concerned. Like, we in the real world
Yeah.
can't just solder a thing together and it becomes seamless all of a sudden.
I was very confused by your pronunciation, but apparently the British for soldering is much different. Google has a thing where you can do the British pronunciation, which I didn't know. And
The
it is
correct
soldering.
Yes, it is a soldering iron. I swapped to
I'm-
soldering when I got confused noises. Yes,
Soldering
soldering iron. Yes. And yeah, she seals those eyes back up, and then she'll, and then rub it off on her shoulder and look through it. And then she will push your eyes back into her head. And then Kellin, everything is backwards and weird. And she will, oh shit, my bad. Takes her eyes back out, swaps them over and puts them back in again. She put your left eye in your right and your right eye in your left.
I was gonna say, make sure the correct eye goes into correct socket.
Yeah. She literally put them on the wrong side and upside down, and you were for a moment feeling very unsettled. And now she's, taking them back out and put them in it right again.
You had eyes in the back of your skull.
Yeah, I don't want to see upside down and back and forth and stuff. And my friend, she holds out a hand. With delicately painted nails, you can see that the fingertips are scarred from many times probably hitting them with a hammer or cutting them by mistake whilst working in a workshop. Announced her, fuck! Very many times. She has what creators will call fuck fingers.
Never heard
Maddie
that, but it
knows
makes
that.
sense.
Also
Maddie has fuck fingers.
Also known as the whoopsie daisies.
Oh, no, the whoopsie daisies
No.
are carpenters who lose, fingers at joints and knuckles. Those are oopsies. I
Maddie
always
doesn't
remember
have
back
that.
in old, school, my woodshop teacher would fucking just show off a hand that looks more like someone tied off a water balloon incorrectly.
Maddie still has, all her
Yeah.
fingers, correct?
Yeah. She's got
Yeah.
fuck fingers, not oopsie fingers.
Yeah, so... Yeah, she can't even lose her fingers anymore.
That's right. Although they could graphically have all the meat torn off of them.
Absolutely, but... The bones stay there.
Yep. And you have skeleton
Bones,
hands.
joints, and knives.
What about skeleton eyes?
No, that's Kellin.
Ah,
That is-
nice.
Skeleton eyes.
Very nice. High five for that one.
Ridiculous.
That was
All right.
pretty good.
All right, and yeah, so everyone who takes a mouth from this flask, you guys have never consumed so many carcinogens and caffeine and B vitamins and taurine and niacin, coupled with just vodka. And I don't think any of you ever had pure filtered, fucking just probably a bottle of Grey Goose vodka.
Everyone turns into one of those hotel vibrating beds.
What
Yeah.
I'm hearing is Constitution check.
No, you just have hammering heartbeats and probably aren't going to get to sleep real good later.
Yeah, my
Well-
tail's beating like a mile a minute at this point. from it.
You don't know why
Don't
you
forget.
run in goddamn circles.
You can now feel the kidney stone growing.
Oh,
Help, my
Nah.
kidney is gaining wrinkles.
oh no.
That's
think I'm the
actually not
only-
good.
I think I'm the only one of us to take a drink of it, unless Kina takes a drink of it.
I'm not touching that right now.
Yeah, you can see that Athia is looking real excited to be Athia right now. She's having a fucking whale of a time all of a sudden. And yeah. Kellin, you shake hands with her. Her hand is, it's calloused and scarred, but obviously she moisturizes. It smells slightly of, just workshop oil and all sorts of stuff. With a light
Coconut.
perfume undercurrent.
Older than Clammy.
Yeah. But also her hands are freezing cold. Very
Yeah.
relaxing, probably, considering you are, clammy and sweaty and nervous and shit.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. We're all good here. That contract is considered closed. Now, Miss Spooky Tentacles, Madilyn. You want to make a deal, huh?
I do.
Make a deal and spin the wheel.
Hey, she'll spin your meat wheel.
Also, none of you end up, of course, getting a reference to a TV show or a movie.
Well, break a deal, spin the wheel.
Yeah.
Come on. Everybody gets it.
Obviously, your characters have never fucking Thunderdomed. Mahira
that
thinks
is
Mad
true.
Max is just fun ideas for things to make.
Yeah, I will say though, when you guys were talking about like having little stumps and deformed things for on your hands, I was like reflexively just looking at my left.
Yeah, Hedrah, my dear, you have oopsie fingers.
Oh yeah, but that wasn't my fault.
Yeah, that wasn't your oopsie.
I mean, yeah, it wasn't your oopsie. That's the world's oopsie. Yeah, Mahi looks disappointed when no one gets her reference. Her cool hip Mad Max reference. Yeah, Madilyn. Mahira is staring at you with her spooky eyes. She folds away her little toolkit.
I am establishing a Dryad Grove, and I would like your blessing in exchange for several things of mine.
Okay, what kind of things you got?
In return for your blessing, I would give unto you a fine piece of art of my own creation, several fine drinks of my own creation, and I would personally cook for you one meal on the completion of our deal.
Ooh, alright. What can you cook, though?
I
Yes.
can cook. What?
Remember the special curry too. We got special curry in a magic bag.
I once came across a very strange occurrence where I learned some unique dishes I have never heard or seen before.
Alright, okay.
I will cook for you several of these dishes.
Awesome. If you can, she'll tap the chin a few times, make enough for two so I have stuff to take back, then I think I am okay with giving you a blessing.
This blessing, I would request it to be a blessing of vitality and prosperity upon me.
Sure, you want your grove all strong and happy and stuff. I can do that.
This sounds like a good deal. And I would be happy to cook enough for you to bring back with you.
Excellent. Sure, hold up a little wedding ring. I would get such a telling if I went and made cool deals for tasty foods and didn't come back with any.
Is that everything, Kina?
That is everything.
Alrighty, you
Would
got
you like
yourself
to
a deal.
Shall we shake on it?
You bet your ass. She will choose she'll like look at both of your hands and then pointedly choose the one that's got a wooden finger. Cool finger.
Thank you.
One of my fingers is a gun.
She'll cock her head to the side, not quite understanding.
She will make finger pistol motions out at nothing, and then you hear a noise that sounds an awful lot like a certain mouse's gun.
I will glance over towards Maddie.
Just reflex the first that just pops out.
Hell, you got a gun too? Hell yeah. Up top, and she will reach across the table to give you a high five with her not gun finger.
It just slightly panicked. Everything is zoomed in. Everything just awkward high five.
Yeah. You guys are figuring out guns? This is awesome.
I don't want to make a deal or a bargain.
Alright, what's up?
But if you were to, sneeze and then, drop something that would let me help in any way if you're going to fight that bone thing for Kellin. I'm really good at stabbing things.
Ah, nah, I got that under control. Plus, getting outsiders and stuff involved really does complicate a deal like a whole bunch. Don't you worry about it. It's good. I got this. I can take no bony Tony, no problem.
And I can stab her myself.
Yeah, well, you could, but it would be a dumb idea to do it like right now and stuff. I mean, the deal's made. We just immediately start fighting, but probably make your boyfriend sick.
I am totally her boyfriend.
Nice. I just didn't want to assume genders.
I knew what that pause was too. I like how Winter didn't get it.
Yeah, no, she's
I
woke.
was only half listening. I was enjoying a burger.
Yeah, exactly. No, gender is a very woke thing right now. And he's a very pretty boy. It's like,
I
maybe
appreciate you not assuming genders.
Yeah, no worries. Oh man, 22k. Congrats, Savin.
Yeah. Did it, team.
Nice.
Well, one last thing. I guess Miss Mahi can stay for this, but Saoirse, you want to see what's in Mom's magic bag? I'm still hoping for huskies.
You have a doggy bag, but like a bag with doggies in it?
Maybe. It has to rhyme with cheese, and we've been waiting for huskies.
Oh, fuck yeah, son. Open that bitch up.
I got cats one time.
Go on, let's see it.
We have to go over there, and then open it with a really long stick.
Okay, sure. The she-queen of winter stands up excitedly to watch you open a weird magic bag, because of course that shit sounds crazy.
No, Savin, what will happen is we're just going to show up in Overland Keep, and I'm going to be like that questionable content one where that one barbarian just kept throwing dogs at a guy because he asked him to bring 20 wolf pellets.
Alright, D3.
Come on, 2.
Get that mythic
Yeah.
2. Ooh,
Yeah.
Yes.
Please. I've been trying so hard.
Alright, 1d22.
1d22.
Mm-hmm. For words that rhyme. Oh, that's not going to be huskies. That's way too early in the alphabet. Huh.
I always
I know
love
that.
Scout going, huh?
I know that noise.
I was thinking the same thing.
This is a bag full of sexy chemises.
Oh,
Oh.
A what? A what?
You know the clothing? Nightwear?
it's French
Sexy
for
nightwear?
sure.
Sexy
It's-
nightwear. Sexy tops.
I think I know what you're talking about.
I've never heard it pronounced that way, but I know what you're talking about.
I
Yeah.
now know what you're talking about. I've never heard it pronounced that way.
Scout might just be dumb.
I
Or
could just
might be the
getting-
rest of us being dumb.
I could just be
Hang on.
getting chemise wrong.
Okay. Yeah, it's the American pronunciation is chemise. The British pronunciation is the same thing. I've only read that before.
Yeah.
What did you
And
think
again-
it was?
Chemise?
Yeah.
Chemise?
Chemise.
I don't
It comes from
Chemise.
French, so
It comes from en
Remember,
français.
I was like 18 before I realized that hors d'oeuvres was not hors d'oeuvres, alright? I used to think D'Artagnan was D'Arctigan.
It's totally horse divorce.
Oh
Okay,
no, so
so
that's
yeah.
what happened to Madilyn's parents.
So you get an absolute bunch of. I will post this picture in books too because you can see some nip.
That I thought so.
Yeah.
An absolute bunch.
Bad.
Yeah, just roll me
Alright.
2d4 plus 2.
Okay.
You get that many chemises. Alright, 6 of them. Ah, sweet.
Know what this is?
She'll start patting it down. I'll trade you a pouch of Coke for one of those.
I don't know what that is either.
The fuck's
But
Coke?
sure.
It's
Wait,
drugs.
What's Coke?
Drugs. They
Oh,
make you feel fun and awesome.
Check.
I will hand her
Okay.
one of those. Take the bag of Coke and then just hand it off to Maddie.
Yeah.
Oh,
Put out a line of it and then sniff it.
Oh no.
Okay.
Maddie, go.
Oh,
Simon asked,
God.
where'd you
Oh,
get that?
boy.
I need.
Trade the bag, Coke.
Oh, we need a.
It's inhaled. Yeah.
It's a single. It's a single bump of it, or is it like?
No.
Okay.
She'll pull out another baggie of her own and then show you what a line is.
Oh,
We're doing all.
I'm not sure.
You're doing a line of Coke with the She
Well-
Queen of Winter. Nice.
Will any of these fit me or Ceridwen?
Yes.
Okay.
There's a mixture of them, but they appear to be fitted majoritively to yourselves and companions.
Okay. Well, I guess Ceridwen gets to surprise her wives? I'll put this away for her for later.
Yeah.
There's a Kellin-sized one, but no.
Now, if anything, because Kellin has announced that he identifies as a boy, there is one for everyone here except for Kellin, and there is in fact one that is Mahira-sized.
Nice.
So, to be fair, that also mean that Maddie has a Maddie-sized chemise.
Oh,
but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Kellin and Maddie are about the same height and weight.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, you could definitely just have Kellin wear the one that's obviously made for Maddie. It'd fit him pretty well.
Like,
and he just
all up to you.
looks at it,
She,
sees it's his size, hands it to Maddie.
Yeah, no, he says before he started to get a Kupona. That's exactly how that would go down. Mahira, She Queen of Winter, shows you what a bumper Coke is, and then will wish everyone a happy day. She will be back tonight for dinner.
okay. Well, since that's how you do it, it just gets out a small silver mirror and just does what you would do. Just get a small roll and.
Yeah, Savin, what
since
are
Maddie's
your
nose is-
what's your rules for Coke?
Let me go look.
Thank you. You have a baggie. I'm gonna say it's full hits.
That's
just tries one.
Ah, what a waste.
I know, right? But it's still fun.
I'm sorry, like.
Don't worry, Maddie got this
Oh,
shit from
shit.
it's fresh from Colombia.
Oh god.
What? No, she got it straight from Simon. He makes that shit even better than Colombian.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, Simon is an ascended chemist.
Yeah, with that, like, let's see here. It was like
Vampire
what?
chemist.
It was
Yes.
like
Chemist with a waterproof, with a tamper-proof seal on his butthole.
it was like that.
I'm not even gonna ask.
All right, so yeah, 33-degree cocaine.
This goes so far back, Savin.
God, yeah. How old is the original UA?
He started that in 2016.
That
4
was
years?
before
5
I
years?
was even up. Was it before?
2.5 years.
No, not 2.5 years. Longer than that.
No, it goes back
Yes.
about
Well-
4.5, maybe 5.
Not that long.
We started 4 years ago in a
No.
couple months.
Yeah, but it was still going 2.5 years ago.
That does sound likely, yeah.
I was the only one in the chat at the time.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, here we
How
go.
far us losers have come.
Yeah, now you're in the stream instead.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go.
David Street, anyway.
Yeah. Just rip a fat line.
All right. So yeah, Maddie, brain go fast.
Maddie, heart, go fast. To be like, oh, I remember this sensation.
But this time, this sensation makes you feel alive.
Cocaine is bad.
She's like,
Okay.
she's like the Tasmanian Devil tunes.
He's
Yeah.
really bad for mice hearts, really.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
she probably did show you like a U-sized line and not a Mahira-sized line. Oh yeah, I have no doubt. Yeah, you have enough now for 3 more hits if you want to record that.
Okay, I will record that.
Yay!
I
We
have
did it.
3.
We did it,
I
party.
have 3 marijuanas.
Yeah, Mahira seems appropriately amused, and yeah, she'll come back for dinner with the party. She will not rush the creation of this piece of art, because presumably you don't have a grove to be blessed yet anyway. She will come for the art the same day as the blessing, but she'll totally take the food now just as a show of good faith.
All right.
And so she leaves, and then comes back with like Tupperware boxes and shit to put it in.
Huh.
Oh, strange materials.
Yeah, can't give it to you.
Okay.
Sorry. I break your world and stuff.
Understandable?
Yep.
Well, we got this weird stuff that they said it was not supposed to be here. It just gets the glass sealed vial that contains one dose of gasoline.
Yeah, sure. She'll like take a whiff of that. Oh shit. Huh. Yeah, no, you guys shouldn't have that stuff.
Oh yeah, Kellin, you could have gotten her to
Yeah, I
take that
know.
out of your blood.
Oh, oops. Oh, well.
Kellin,
Yeah, that's no,
Kellin,
no. We got the whole soul part is so.
Yeah, the
more
soul part is the
important.
important one.
We
And I was
already-
just like, wow, I totally forgot about the blood thing.
Kellin slept in
Yes,
a field
because-
of wild magic one.
Oh,
Honestly,
snap.
that
Yeah,
Now all his blood, when it leaves his body, turns into that stuff.
Yeah.
I also did, but I became more dragony, so I can dragon when I dragon. I just
Nice.
open my mouth and reveal the fangs. They just kind of. Zzzt.
Right, taste the teeth.
I
yeah.
assume that
Mine
like
don't-
I don't speak Fae.
Right, never mind. But yeah, she will like package up this delicious meal that
I
you've
will make butter chicken samosas. This matar paneer, I think it's.
Yeah, a penne.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll
and a
make
crab
those.
rangoon.
Butter chicken.
That's not.
And Mahira's listening. She's like, "That's definitely weird. I should probably not tell them that they're making like present person food." Like she's gonna go down to the Nawab Palace and get takeout later.
Ah, yes, very unique. Thank you. Yes.
Well, no, I mean, to be fair, it's probably never been like cooked fresh in front of her in Fantasyland before. So there's definitely a novelty factor on coming out with takeout.
And with Fantasyland spices, it's not like we have the exact duplicate of like cumin.
I'm gonna say you probably do. Like you've
Shit,
got like cumin and turmeric that's just. the
I,
same thing.
in fact, do have both of those.
Yeah.
But
I have
was
been
it grown in
collecting.
soil.
No.
I mean, it
What-
wouldn't
what-
obviously there's going to be a difference to them, but for the sake of trying not to break the time stream too much, I'm going to say that what we think of as common herbs are thought of as common herbs here, or for whichever location it is. So they're chilies like chilies.
But
Yada, yada, yada.
well, my point is like the Ashenhold's volcanic soil makes really, really good food.
This is true.
I've been collecting these from traders and things for like the entire campaign.
Yeah, and now you got to make curry for a she. You got to make
Yeah.
curry for Mahira. I bet that is something you literally never thought would happen in Borks too.
No, this is out of left field. Making fancy dinner for one of my old characters from
Yeah.
a vastly, wholly different campaign that has no connection to this.
Yeah, after
Wow.
she gave your wife Monster Energy vodka and gave your mouse Coke for nightwear that you opened up a magic bag.
What a
So-
fever dream.
So when Madilyn and Mahi look at each other, do they need to make con saves for nosebleeds?
I mean, no, because she, makes sure to keep her nose nice and clean with all that Coke snorting.
Would you want me to make a check for cooking?
No, you're already an amazing cook, and you have like the day to prepare it before she comes back at night.
For the spirit of it, I will spend my inspiration.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna spend your inspiration to take 20.
Sure. Why not? In the spirit of trying to make it roleplay it well.
Sure. You make a fucking astounding curry. It's a delicious meal. Yeah, she'll try a little bit and inform you that it is awesome. God, I wish she could just like reach into her coat and pull out poppadoms, but that's a little bit too absurd for Mahi. Yeah, she will serve herself out a dish of delicious foods.
And naan bread, I don't like that too. That has to go with that.
Yeah,
I mean that's just almost implied.
Yeah, I had curry like a couple of days ago, but I want more. Amount of curry ingredients, apart from some. I've got some stuff left. Not enough for a proper curry.
But my ramen place opened and I can order curry ramen. Get behind Satan.
Fish curry udon.
Oh fuck!
I suppose while I'm cooking and serving, I will I will tell the story of how I'll tell the story how I came across these strange foreign when some weird ladies spilled out of Elloe's bag.
And then walked back into it once they finished serving curries, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, her hero is suitably amused by this tale. She will also tell you a tale, but I'll need you all to make intelligence saves to understand it and retain that information.
Okay.
We'll do so.
Oh, wait.
yeah.
My big brain.
Oh, yeah.
Saving throw.
Oh, that was a,
Holy
wow.
shit.
Look at how big my brain is.
Oh, that was a
Okay.
save. Yeah, so cool.
Alright, the people who got 20s, Athia, Kellin, you do retain this knowledge. Oh, okay, Maddie, you retain this knowledge as well.
Wait, didn't you use
Wait,
that
no,
one
you've already used
earlier?
that. You used that check earlier today. Wait, no, you get 3 a day, right? Or is it 3 a day or 1? Fuck, I gotta check now.
Proficiency. So yes, 3 a day.
3 a day of proficient save. Okay, yeah. Okay. So she will tell you the tale of. When they went hunting for werewolves. At least they were going hunting for what they thought were werewolves, only to find that the werewolves had gotten in a fight with a dragon bard. It seems appropriately the most fantasy of their stories that she can come up with, because other ones are like, that time they went into a gladiatorial death pit on a boat owned by a dragon.
What, not hunting monsters at the bottom of the sea? Gigantic great beasts?
Yeah. She tells you the tale of the werewolves and the dragon satyr, and how she couldn't speak words good at them, so she had to speak with clip clocks and jingly bells at one point. It turns out that she was scared of kids. Such a shame, because she has such adorable children's. And then she will open up a wallet and show you photos of her kids.
How adorable.
I'm sure I've still got a token for them. I don't know what I've named them, though.
Lana.
No. The token would have had a name.
Oh, probably Snake.
That wasn't where we got the.
No, it's not where you got them, but then she, mentions, but the dragon satyr is kind of scared of children, which is a shame, because I've got adorable children.
Those are some very lifelike paintings.
Yeah, thanks. Taken by a specialist.
Oh, Lana.
Take it.
To the limit.
Painted.
What more?
Don't ask too many questions. You don't want to know.
Probably a case we can't know really as well.
Yeah, basically. Oh my god, I cannot. Let's see here.
This is just making me miss Urban Arcana so much.
I am astounded that I fucking cannot. Find their pictures anywhere. Maybe I've got them in under Alien or something. I wouldn't be surprised now that I think about it. I can't find it. I'll continue to randomly look. But yeah, she shows you her spooky kids and tells you that they are adorable and she loves them. They were laid.
We agree.
She's like, in fact, yeah, she shows you a photo of a really large egg that she also absolutely doodled all over. And there is no way that Mahi did not put an OO on her egg.
Huh. How neat. I'd laid an egg probably.
That too, it's true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
is that about-
fucking had an egg that she took care of and grew until it hatched, and she drew OOs on it and read it lots of bedtime stories.
Was that egg like the same size or was it? It was smaller than
Big.
Dragonborn,
No,
right?
it was
All right,
Oh,
yeah.
it was huge. Mahi is small, but the thing is, she would like lay on top of it to quote unquote incubate it, but it was still like 5 times her size.
Oh, then
Yeah.
yeah. I think I've laid an egg basically about the same size as that. Really.
It was like the
You
size of a
laid one
large.
the same size? Shit, that didn't come out of me.
What
It
can I
was laid
say?
when it was small and then it grew bigger.
What can I say? I'd have to explain shit. It's magic.
It was a weird twist. It was a weird catch on a wish spell.
And
Okay.
now all the mystery's gone since you could. It's all
Hey.
magic.
Oh well.
I mean, it's still magic.
Yeah, bothered I can't find those tokens. I don't remember what I noticed or named them.
Was bedridden for a couple days afterwards.
I'm totally not surprised. That's a big work right there.
It didn't include Hushabye at all.
I don't think I wrote Hushabye in the token name. Or try. Nah, no results.
Oh well.
See, they had like they were a class of some race, but I just don't fucking remember.
Snake
They were what,
demon,
like Lamia demons?
something like that. Snake demon, snake tiefling.
Snake gives me nothing. Tiefling is an incredibly long list. I have so many fucking Tiefling tokens, but I didn't see them when I first looked through.
Oh well.
Oh, well, and
What's the multi-armed serpent demon?
which one?
Marlin?
Oh, Marilyn? Maybe.
No, Marley.
Marilith.
Marley.
I don't fucking remember. I don't know. I don't know what the token would have been called.
Yeah, that's the real problem, and that's on my old computer, so I can't pull up my old folders and stuff to view it. Because yeah, I did not copy my entire images library over, as one might expect. Fucking images. It's my normal high def. Regardless, it's a lovely time. She shows you these cute pictures of her children's that have spooky, like glistening, like red lines that grow across their snaky bodies, and she will inform you they love hugs. Oh, they love hugs. Right, that reminds me, I better get going. Thank you very much for the lovely meal, and I hope that you'll have yourselves a great time.
You love the fucking good time.
A lovely
One might say.
motherfucking good time, and do take care. And she will then step behind a tree, and it'll vanish her. Hear a chirp chirp and the revving of a motorcycle.
Well, I think she just ended the session, so thanks for showing up, YouTube and Twitch. We'll see you next time. Have a good one.
Yeah. Do you
Probably
want
a good
experience?
time to end it. Yeah.
I do want to experience.
Oh,
this.
is that actually her ending
Yeah,
session?
might fucking well.
Okay.
I can't
I mean,
end it
we're-
longer than that.
I mean, it's a quarter to 4. We might as well end it.
Yeah.
I guess so.
What a surreal episode.
To be fair,
Yeah.
it wasn't so much faff as, we did accomplish a major goal.
Yeah, it was a bunch of faff.
You accomplished the goal of keeping me here in purgatory ever longer. Oh, and I just found the goddamn pictures.
Ah,
I have to remember which ones are which. So we've got
no,
Yay!
Oh, here we go.
that one, I think.
And I think upside down one.
There was upside down.
Upside down one was Bob's.
There we go.
That's Lana.
What are these things?
From
Hushabye Valley
From
alien.
Hushabye Valleys.
I mean, like, in any
Yes.
sort of context. I know what the fuck the art's from.
These are they were, God, I think they were Naga or Lamia eggs left inside a demon, so they came out as neck succubi,
Nice.
which they used some of the stat rules in Urban Arcana for snake-blooded, and then that was mixed with a succubus.
And in Urban
So,
Arcana
snake
as a
bites.
in Urban Arcana as a fit of whimsy, I picked as Mahara. Just decided to adopt one at the end of the quest.
It's just like, I want to
get hacked.
Alright, give me XP
Shoot.
slot. Let's go.
This is my
discover a
time.
new
Let's go.
location. No, new
Oh.
interesting truth about the wild.
Yes.
Yeah, we found the fucking Sheed Queen.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
Didn't even know that was really a thing.
yeah, there is an entire like Fey architecture, not architecture, Fey government that exists, which you'll probably get opportunities to see in Shivs because that kind of shit is super duper Arturian. And at
There's
the
a
very least,
whole-
very
There's a whole order of the Fairy Queen.
yeah. New ally or lasting enemy. I'm afraid the She do not count as allies.
Could Tony be a lasting enemy now that we've actually kind of antagonized her?
She
I can't screw you
really-
over, unfortunately, so I'm gonna say no,
Yeah.
because even if she is technically antagonist to you, she is servitile. I can't
She
do
can't-
anything about that.
She can't lash out at us in any way.
No.
She's been an enemy from the beginning, let's be honest.
Did you advance or complete a quest? Yes. You have solved the current issue of Kellin's soul. Congratulations.
And fix the X-ray vision to make it work for me.
Yeah. And there were no direct threats neutralized because you haven't fought now for 3 sessions.
Yeah, we're bad at XP in this game. It's okay though. I enjoy the faff.
I'm glad that you do. As I say, like any session that goes by where like I'm not rolling math rocks to fight people is unsettling as a DM when it's not what.
Yeah, this is not what D&D is for. What are we doing? Alright, so is that just
Well-
2 XP?
Yeah.
What we're doing is putting a bow on things, and that takes a while.
Yeah, and you can all take inspiration.
Yay.
Will I get my
Hooray.
inspiration
I
back?
contributed a lot to that she encounter, guys. Thanks for helping me get inspiration.
You're welcome.
I mean, you
I mean, I already have inspiration, so
next time.
You also got fish.
I actually did not. I did not expect to progress my Grove project in this manner, but this was a pleasant surprise.
Alright, if you're watching
Yeah.
on Twitch or YouTube, take care. We'll see you in like 2.5 hours for Merzenhammer. Till then.